You are not in a restful sleep, you're in a fitful sleep. You're laying on your bed and your alarm hasn't gone off yet. You're rolling around in your bed and you're having your nightmare. The nightmare of where you found yourself trapped in the area known as the Screaming Trees. You find yourself back in that cave where you were, in the lack of the better term, left to die. You walk down into the pathway into the cave and you see it. You see the Hydra. It's staring down at you. It's looking at you with menacing eyes. It's red, glowing.
No, I'm
like,
not.
Just creepy, creepy eyes. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Damn, Tony!
Rolling a Hydra right to the bat.
Fucking pull that face
Is that a
again.
D20?
Yes.
I got a 9.
Got a 9.
What's your
hold
wisdom
on.
and stuff?
Yeah, what's your modifier?
Hold on. I actually have her sheet. I can.
I was gonna say, like, I sort of need a bit of it. Wisdom's 13 plus 1, so it's a 10.
Wait.
Right?
So 13 plus 1. So if you rolled a 9, so then it is a 10. Okay. Yeah.
It's a 10. Yeah.
Cool. Fantastic. Okay. You watch as the Hydra lashes out at you, and right before it goes and snaps right at your face, you wake up. You're in a cold sweat. You're drenched. Your bed is soaking wet from where you've been tossing and turning, and you've got that nasty sleep sweat all over the bed. You know. However, as you wake up, you hear a knock on the door. What do you do?
Who is it?
Are you okay?
I've been better, but all things considered.
You have the nightmare again.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Okay. Honey. You know, there's nothing I can really say in order to get you out of that mindset and remove those nightmares from you, but it's almost time for school, and hopefully this school will help. And I know you don't want to go. I understand. You really don't want to go, but we need you to go, and we need you to be there so that hopefully we can correct these wrongs that have been done to you, because we don't know what else to do.
Well, I'm just hoping I can finally fit in for once. After all the previous times, it's just,
Okay, well, the bus is about to be here. It's on its way. You've got a little bit of time. You can get cleaned up, get dressed, come down and eat a little bit of breakfast if you need to, and by the time you get all that done, you should be able to get on the bus.
that sounds like a good idea to me.
You watch, or you hear actually, because she never actually opened the door, but you hear her as she walks off, and you have a couple of minutes to go ahead and get ready, get your clothes and everything situated, go and get all that sweat and drench off and everything, get nice and dried off and clean and ready for the day, essentially. You manage to get everything done, and you go downstairs, and we find ourselves in the little town of Old Bastion, which is actually not too far away from the Screaming Trees. And the town itself is It's kind of run down a little bit. It's a little bit better off than the Coffin Rock, which is just a little ways away from where you're currently at. But you go down and you see that your mom and your dad have both prepared actually a really nice breakfast for you. They kind of went out and got all the stops for you. You know that you've got your bacon, you've got everything that you could possibly think of that you shouldn't actually have at the moment because of how hard it's been financially the last couple of months for your family. You see stuff that's on the table that you technically shouldn't have been able to afford.
Guys, how did you get this stuff? This is great.
Roll me an insight check.
That's a 10.
10 total. Yep. Okay. So it's not hard to see, and the reason I made you roll insight is because your passive perception, which is 11, would have seen it quite clearly as close as you are to him. Your dad has cuts and bruises all over his body, like he's been out and he's been exploring. He looks beat up. And he looks down at you and says, "Well, honey, I did some work here recently, and I managed to get us quite a bit of money to last us for the month, and I thought, I'll go in and spoil you a little bit before you head off to school, because we're not going to be able to see you for a while once you go to the academy. So I wanted to make sure that your last day here for a while was going to be a good one." So
Well, this is amazing. I love it.
the three of you sit down and you eat, and it's delectable. It's wonderful. It's probably the best meal that you've had in months. But you still, in the back of your mind, that little tingling sensation is still there. It's still lingering to the point to where that your entire meal goes silent. Nobody says a word. Next thing you know, you hear the bus pulling in. Your mom and your dad stand up, grab your plate, and grab theirs and start heading off to where they can go and clean their plates and clean off the tables. And they say, "Well, we're not going to be able to see you for a while, but we hope that you have a good time. And we hope that you learn a lot and you make some friends."
Want it?
I'll try my best.
Watch as our beloved character heads off, and please give your name because we weren't able to do that.
My character's name is Allura.
Lura. So we see Allura head off and get on the bus and head towards the academy. Next.
Next victim, rise.
Rolling.
A lot of dice rolls.
There we
You
go.
could
Finally got it. Finally
And you
got
could
it.
literally just make it even and odd. There's 2 left.
Yeah, like, all right. Shinny.
Hold on. Please refer to. Oh, crap. I lost it because I thought that was a message. Please refer to general sessions.
Wait, please refer to what?
I'm making a joke.
Oh my god. I see it. Okay. Let me pull up your notes that I've got for you. All right. Cool. We find ourselves in Old Bones. Our friend Shinny's character I'll let him introduce himself here in a few seconds. But we find him in a tall tower. One of those towers that you only hear about in the stories. It's a wizard's tower. It's not very common anymore, but yet here one stands. He's at the very top of the tower. He's in a almost like a little work study that his bedroom is connected to. Shinny, please describe your character for me.
All right, I'm a Topsie, which, for those of you who do not know, that's cat person. That's not a lion. With dark red hair, with silver eyes. Currently wearing just your stereotypical adventurers outfit, and they stand about 6 foot even. And at this point, he's just reading a book, trying to gain some information on some stuff.
Give your character's name right quick.
Altair.
Alright, so Altair. You hear a voice yelling down from below and saying, "Boy, are you ready yet?"
I ain't going because that's not going to help me get to what I'm wanting to look for.
You're going to go to this damn school if I have to drag you myself.
Bring it.
Get your shit ready and get out. Go to the academy.
Said
Fuck's
every
sake.
13-year-old.
And then you
14, get it right.
and then you hear as it kind of dies down a little bit. What do you do?
Starts reading your chat. Well, grabs his stuff and goes down. Like, he's not wanting to go, but he's gotta go.
You see as there is... He's not an old wizard. He's kind of like in his prime. He's standing at the door waiting for you. He's tapping his foot. He's got his arms crossed. And he's like, "Are you ready?"
As I'll ever be.
He throws you a flying broom. He's like, "I at least hope you know how to ride this."
I've only lived here for how long?
Fuck me. Anyway, let's go. We need to get you on the next train over. So we got to go down to Drowned Elf Lake and get you on a train heading to the academy because these brooms aren't like they used to be. They don't fly as far. If I could, I'd take you on the broom all the way, but it won't make it. So we need to fly down to the Drowned Elf Lake and get you on a train heading down. So let's just go. Your mother is actually not there. She is off to work, so you won't be able to say goodbye to her. But the two of you fly off and you head down to Drowned Elf Lake, and it's actually a bustling little city. You find that there is several subways kind of making its way all the way around the actual lake itself. It's almost like the city itself was built over top of the lake, and they use the lake as a resource center to help them grow their crops and everything. But the subways are on ground level, and they're all the way surrounding the lake itself. There's actually 4 of them. There's one to the north, south, east, and west. Your father takes you one closest to you, and he gets you down there. He goes and buys your ticket. He hands it to you and says, "Now, for fuck's sake, do not do like you did in elementary school where you fucking ran off and thought that, we wouldn't find your ass, because I can't handle that shit. I ain't got time to go and look for you."
Whatever.
You just see him, he's rubbing his temples. He's like, "Look, I know we have our differences, and I know we don't get along to a degree, but this school will help you out It will be for the betterment of you. I promise. And just give it a shot. That's all I'm asking. And, if it doesn't work out, then I'll come get you myself. I'll get you out of the academy, and we'll put you in something that you want to do. All I'm asking is you give it a shot.
I make no promises.
He sighs and he says, "Okay, all right. Train's about to leave, so I'll talk to you soon." And you take your ticket and you start heading off towards the train, and you get on. There's not a lot of people on the train this early, but you know that it's heading straight for the academy. Now, last but not least, Dubs. Let me find the city that you're from. There it is. Breakspear. You're from the town known as Breakspear. And I am going to pull up your notes so that I know looking for. All right. We find ourselves in probably the worst scenario of the lot. We find ourselves in a shack. There's only one room. You see roughly about 3 cots in this shack. 2 of them are empty, and there's nobody there except for our friend Dubs. Dubs, please take a moment to describe your character.
Well, I am a Goliath. Well, Drazroth, sorry, is a Goliath. Tall, white-skinned, red eyes, and unfortunately is being raised by his grandparents. To which he doesn't know why he's been raised by them all his life. Knows nothing of his parents. And that's about it, to be honest.
Okay. So, like I said, you are in this shack all by yourself. Your grandparents are not there currently. You can assume that they have gone out for the day in order to get ready for their work schedule. You look to your half-made nightstand. You see the letter that was handed to you, and you open it back up again, and you see that the contents of which is inside the letter state, just remember, in order to find yourselves into the army of the king, you must go to the academy, and you must perform admirably. Your score must be higher than a 2.5, and you must at least participate in one extracurricular activity, and you have to do well at that extracurricular activity. We hope to hear from you soon. Let us know what your grades are going to be after the first half of the year. And it's signed by the captain of the guard. You see at the end of your bedside your ripped up backpack. You see your clothes. Everything's laid out for you. It's almost like your grandparents kind of helped you out a little bit and got you somewhat semi-prepped for getting ready to go to school. And they also left you a small bag with some copper pieces for you to be able to go and get a trolley to help take you to the academy. What do you do?
How far away exactly is the journey to the trolley?
You would have to, when you come out of the shack, it's in the middle of the town, so it's about like roughly about a 15-minute walk, and then you'll end up being right where the stations are at. Most of the stations around there are like taxi services, but you can't afford that, so you're going to get something like a horse and carriage.
Okay, well, I walk to take the horse and carriage, I guess.
Okay. You make your way to the middle of the town, and you see where that a bunch of signs up above say like taxi services, and then it gives different prices. Like some are cheaper than others, some are more expensive than others. But right in the smack middle of all of that is this like run down, beat up little building that has maybe 2 or 3 carriages sitting around it, and there is an old man sitting at the end of it. He looks to you and says, "Paper, coin."
I hand him my paper and coin.
He looks at it. He makes sure that it's where exactly you're going, how much the cost is going to be to get there. Skims over it, just kind of very quick like. He says, "Aight, number 1." And he points to the carriage that's the furthest to the right of you. It's the largest of the 3 in order to accommodate for your size.
I make my way over to Station 1.
Make a perception check as you walk over there.
Okay, I rolled a 18.
18? Okay.
My modifier is +1, so it's a 19.
Perfect. Okay. You notice that there is no horses or anything attached to these carriages, and you notice that there is no driver. You get in, the carriage starts moving on its own and speeds off towards the academy. Ladies and germs, now come to the campus courtyard. Each of you are coming from different directions found on the academy's map. 2 of you are coming from the east, 2 of you are coming from the west, and 2 of you are coming from the south. The 2 that are coming from the south, however, I would like for each of you to please roll a perception check. And Eli, you get to roll this one with advantage.
Oh, sweet. I don't need it.
Because he rode in on a pony.
I don't need it.
Don't need it.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Fantastic.
Oh my lord.
This dice might be broken. I'm gonna need to get a new one.
I mean, it's your
I'm
first.
not usually this.
Hey.
I'm not this lucky.
I
I
Dub,
know
Eli.
from the other con.
It'll change soon enough.
Dubs, you got a 12, correct?
Great.
Okay, cool. You'll still see them too. It's just that Eli will get a little bit more information than you will. So, Eli, we're going to start with you.
Indubitably.
You see 6 figures standing in front of you. You
Yes.
you recognize all 6 of them.
Okay.
They're bullies. They're people that have picked on you because of growing up with you and having known you for quite some time, and the fact that you're smaller than all of them, they kind of just picked you out of the lot and, you know, gave you a rough time. You also notice standing to your right is a Goliath who looks to be like that he has his head down. Dubs, to your left, you notice a Kinku that is not looking forward to what's about to happen. He's kind of slightly nervous. but you don't see all 6 of them. You do see the people that are standing in the front row, the first 3. You also both notice that the one that's in the very front, in the middle, that I am currently pinging at the moment, he is the one that is most well dressed. He looks to be like that he has a lot of money in his pocket, and for good reason. So you can kind of assume that these guys that are all behind him are as kind of like henchmen. They just follow him around because he has a lot of money and, you know, he's the cool guy. Going over to Overkill and Shinny's characters, however, I need both of you to roll perception checks as well, please.
Here.
My plus
Okay, so we're starting a little bit late, but that's okay, because we are currently waiting on one of our other players, but he said he will be here momentarily. But we're going to go ahead and get started, and I will just move his character along to where that he will follow the party. But at some point, Overkill will join us, and we will have our full party ready to go. Now, tonight is the last session for this group for year 1. They will be done after tonight. So, couple of things we're going to lay down right here, right now for everybody who is watching. Our players are timed. They have to complete this dungeon by the end of the session. So, they can explore, but they have to finish this dungeon and get to the last part before the end of the session. Period. What was the other thing I was going to say? Okay. The other thing is that this is probably going to be my best work yet. I'm very excited for about what's about to happen tonight.
Don't go.
Yeah, that's a low bar. That's a low bar.
Oh, you think that?
No, right, not for me,
Hold on,
because he managed to
Hold on. It is
freak me
my
the
job.
fuck out in the last area.
It is partially my job to keep him humble.
We shall see.
He's got a bar to clear because he freaked me the fuck out with that doll voice.
I never said he didn't have a bar, just that it was a low one.
You good there, man?
Yeah, I just got somebody fucking walking over my grave. Glad to see some motherfucker knows where it is.
All right. So,
Because you don't.
last we left off, our players managed to get out of the prison, quote unquote, that they come to find out that the people up top were mining a material called ethereal. They also managed to take out some of the head honchos and found out that there is an underground secret lair, quote unquote, where somebody of great importance lives down here. They don't know who that person is or any of that notions, but they managed to go down the elevator, and the first thing that they come across is a memorial of the timeline of which that in this realm, the story of something we all know and love and dear from the Duckies and Dargans campaign sessions. The entire story was laid out with some minor changes. And that's where they are now. So, Zurin is not here yet, but he will be here momentarily. But the 3 of you, knowing what you just saw, what do you do?
I'm drawing blanks here. Elia?
Drawing a blank. I feel like you just blew my brains out.
Well, since we know time is of the essence, gotta go fast.
Oh yeah, leave it to the fucking nine tails over here to go.
But I only have one tail, and I'm a cat, not a fox. Because there wasn't rules for Kitsune.
Fine. 9 lives.
Yeah, tails, lives, same thing.
Same thing.
But I'm not a
Lose
cat
a
food.
tail for every death. Okay, no, so there's this gate here that's like not gonna let us.
It's open.
Not gonna let us. It's open.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's open.
How lit is the tunnel leading away?
It's lit.
Very
with,
lit.
It's lit with blue light. So
It's lit, fam.
the torches along the walls are lit with a blue flame.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly say, tonight's not the night to interrupt the DM. We're timed on this shit, guys.
Yes, please don't. I worked very hard on this, and I am thoroughly impressed with myself with what I came up with. So I need everybody to please be on their best behavior, if at all possible.
Billy is gonna speed run all the way to the fucking left hand side.
Let's go.
No, hold the fuck up. That's not behaving. Go back.
Gotta go fast.
Not that fast, God.
I'm going down this tunnel.
Depending on how far that is, I could make that in one turn.
No count.
Is it more than 240 feet?
Probably.
Okay. Alora, stop where you're at.
Then maybe.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put Zurin right where you're at.
I swear that was the drink, not something else.
Wait for Altair to move his character.
Aha!
Aha!
I'm doing this on controller, sir.
Okay, there you
Leave
go.
me alone.
There you go. All right. So each of you get to the end of this narrow hallway to see that there is 2 paths that you can take. There's a path to your right and a path to your left. The path to the left is got a gate that is barring your way into the next location. However, it looks to be like it's rusted, so it's probably easy to get through. The right side looks to be like a very long hallway that bends to the left towards the end of the hallway. Which way do you go?
Anyone?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by left.
Left. Okay.
All right then.
Leedle.
All right, you go left. Okay. So you go towards the barred gate. Like I said, it's rusted, but it is locked.
Fuck's sake.
Anybody got a knock spell?
Mayhem, I hate you so much.
I know you do.
Anyway.
You would be the one that would be the most qualified to have the knock spell.
DM said that the gate looked rusted, so Allura is going to try and boot the gate open, basically.
Strength check.
Yep.
The door off the hinges.
That is not happening, Chief.
Cool. So Rob told me to tell Shinny if he can
Definitely.
change his mic at all, because the reverb coming from Shinny.
I can't. I have no settings to fit that I can fiddle with.
All right, I'll just
Xbox.
I'll just lower your volume just a bit then.
All right, fuck it. Ilya's gonna take a fucking boot at the door.
Cool.
How does a 15 do?
Yeah, it busts wide open.
I just look at Allura and go, there you go.
Freedom!
Okay, so Allura, you go and walk through. There is a path to the left and a path to the right. Towards the right, you see what looks to be like a flame of some kind, like a fire pit. But that's all you see currently.
Okay, so the right-hand path is not lit.
Yeah, so this way is not lit, this way is lit.
Okay, I have dark vision to 60 feet.
Sure.
Oh yeah, 60 feet just gets me there. Okay.
Yeah,
Never
so,
mind.
Yeah, so essentially all you see is just a straight path and then a giant metal wall.
Oh, that's a wall?
Yeah, this right here is like a giant metal wall.
Oh, it hardly matters anyway, then. Fire safe. Wait a minute.
Amy, another message from Rob. Never do that again. Ha 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 ha.
Never do what again?
Yeah, what did she do?
I don't know.
Oh,
What did I do?
Oh, it doesn't matter. But you go towards the fire, right?
Fire safe.
Okay, cool. So you get towards the fire. There is a pathway leading down. And you said you have dark vision, right, Amy?
I do.
Cool.
I'm going to move forward a tiny bit so I can see further.
You see something strange that should not be here. You see tents.
Is that this?
Yeah, you see a bunch of tents.
Okay. I'd like to go into stealth.
Okay.
How's a 13 do?
Yeah, you're sneaky.
I'm sneaky.
You believe you believe you're hidden.
I think I'm hidden. Yeah.
You are
Okay.
hidden?
Go, baby.
Hidden? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
Okay, so I am gonna sort of hug this wall.
Sure.
Yeah, what are you doing at this point, Altia? Because you're staying back there.
Well, I'm technically still with the party. The reason why I'm still back there is because with where I'm moving on a controller.
Hey DM, give me control of his token. I'll move him up.
Can I investigate these tents? See if there's anybody nearby?
Also, Tony, I rolled stealth as well.
Okay, what did you roll for stealth? And then Amy, roll a perception check or investigation. One of the two.
The wizard got 21.
Let's make that a perception, because that's a +3 against a +0.
Cool. So, Ilya, you are hidden.
How's a 21 do?
Okay. So, Amy, I'm going to DM you something.
I don't know. It's gonna be a picture of his...
Super secret squirrel shit.
Hold up.
Where are you on my
Give me just a second.
tins?
So,
There you
my
are.
whole computer fucked up again. I'm gonna have to do
Yeah.
this on, I'm gonna have
By
to
the
do
way,
this on my
I-
phone.
Ah, it's
By the
fine.
way, also being sneaky, I rolled a 20.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're well and truly hidden.
Ah, son of a bitch. Find Amy. There you are.
Oh, Amy, you did a William Wallace impression. That's apparently what
Yeah.
you're not allowed to do again.
Oh!
Amy, check your
Yeah,
DM.
I was gonna say something, but we were all kind of busy.
Tony?
Check. Yeah.
Yes? Why are you sending me this?
The picture on the 4th row in the middle is what you see on the tent. 4th row in the middle.
There goes Tony sliding into people's DMs
So,
again.
hang on, right? You can still see our DM chat, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
No, Rob. Bagels.
Yes.
He's sending
Okay,
her
that one.
bagels.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, there's worse symbols it could have been, I guess. You said that's on the tent.
That is on the closest tent near you. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna. I don't have message. I can't cast message. Fuck. Okay.
Who said you can't? Do you have the?
I don't think I have message.
If you have message, cast it. If you don't have it, then yeah, you can't cast it.
No, I don't have message.
Okay.
I'm gonna come over to Ilya and say, hey, yo, there's a symbol on that tent. It kind of looks like Elmo.
What's an Elmo?
First of all, can she see me?
Mm,
Oh, that's a point.
yeah. So roll a perception check to see if you can see Ilya first and foremost.
Gotta
Beat a
beat a
21.
21.
Seriously, no, there's no way I'm beating that. It's a 13.
Cool. So you don't find
do not-
Ilya.
No, I can't do that then.
And your perception check didn't let you see me.
No. So as far as I'm aware, I'm suddenly alone down here. Okay.
Even though we are both laughing at you
So
silently
hang on.
because this is funny.
Was that symbol all I could glean from a 21?
That's what you see on the tent because you went to inspect the first tent. That was the thing that you noticed right off the bat. But other than that, it's just a tent. There's no people here. There's no presence.
There's no people here. Okay.
It's literally just a tent with that symbol on the front of the tent.
Okay. I'm gonna very. Where is the door to this tent?
It was towards the front of where you were just at before. Yeah,
There.
right about there.
Okay, I'm gonna cautiously try and peek through the door of the tent while
Okay.
moving it as little as possible.
Cool. So you open the tent, and inside, it's basically that church that y'all went to. It's that,
Oh yeah.
but not lit up. It's dark.
The tent. What? Hang on. The tent is leading to the church.
The tent is leading to what looks to be like the church, but not lit up.
So it's a portal.
Oh.
Because that giant ass cathedral like church where we witnessed all that shit
Uh-huh.
does not. It's a tent of holding.
Oh.
You're
Those
a
are called-
holding.
Those are called TARDISes.
Again.
It's called something. Yeah. All right, Tim Allen.
Time, people, time.
Okay. In light of the fact that you said, from my perception check, which I rolled a 21 on, that there's no one around, I'm going to call out to Ilya and Altair,
Cool.
and by extension, Zurin.
Cool. So Zurin will make his way here. And I'll move Altair for him.
Do they hear me? This is the question.
So
sure.
Ilya, you definitely would hear Allura.
Okay.
Altair, I'm going to say you need to roll. I'm just going to say that Zurin does not need to roll yet because he is not here. So he just follows Altair where he goes.
Okay. So I'm assuming by this point I have the rest of the party's attention.
Depends on what Altair rolls.
I'm pretty sure a 15 notices her.
Cool. So Ilya and Altair, you both notice, and Zurin, like I said, is just following Altair. So
How would we determine the AC?
Like
for
a
that?
little love
Not
puppy.
the AC. The DC, I guess.
the DC, yeah.
How would you determine that for whether or not he notices me? Because I've not rolled any opposing.
It's a
Did you
matter
roll a
of
13
like you
stealth?
say something.
I
and
did
then-
roll a 13 stealth.
Yeah. It's basically based off of like what you've done previous to this point.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the
just
fact,
worth knowing,
like
that's
for
all.
example, you rolled stealth, made your way over here, then rolled the perception, and then turned around and yelled something. So the DC lowered.
I'm very much no longer in stealth.
Yeah, so the DC lowered exponentially because you yelled.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no people around. I wanted to determine that first, so I don't really care about being
So,
insulted.
Altair and Ilya, you both hear Allura shout out to you guys, and you make your way over there. What do you do?
Well, before they do anything, I am pointing at the symbol and I'm just saying, Elmo.
So, I'm going to post the picture to each of you in a DM.
I figure at this point, if we're all seeing it, we may
Well,
as well have it
Zurin's
in,
not
like,
here yet, so I don't want to spoil it.
Okay. Well, if he's not in the VC, can I not just describe it?
You can.
It's the worship symbol from Val. Yeah.
Okay.
It's worship from Vow of the Disciple. Yeah. Or Elmo, as people call it. Yeah, exactly. So there's a Vow of the Disciple symbol on the side of this tent, but for the sake of this, Allura just thinks it looks like that one meme of Elmo. Not understanding actual context.
I'm just
Does
sipping
Elmo
my
exist
tea.
in this dimension? Does Elmo exist in this dimension?
I'm deciding.
That's not up to you. That's up to Toby.
I am
I have
sipping my
player
tea.
autonomy.
I am sipping my tea.
I'm hearing no denial from the DM. Elmo exists in this dimension.
Okay. Then Elmo exists.
Yeah.
You just want to tickle it, don't you?
Yeah. So okay, so yeah. First of all, I'm pointing out the Elmo symbol. Next, I am peeling back the curtain of this tent and pointing at what, from what you described, is a cavernous, unlit church.
Yep.
So, like, feast your eyes on this shit, fellas. And Ilya.
What do you do?
Trust me, of all characters, to do that. Fucking hell.
Meow.
Meow. Oh, you
I'm
go
just
past the
zipping
tent. Oh,
past.
you go past the
fucking
tent.
Forward.
Oh, of
I'm
course,
sneaky.
Ilya would, wouldn't she?
I'm still sneaky.
Do you roll any perception checks by chance?
I will on the second time, yeah.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll.
How does a hold up. I gotta send this them. Because I fucking hate myself for this right now.
Does D&D Beyond have a dark mode on their website?
There you go,
I
Tony.
really do with one.
Nat 20? Cool. So
No modifier.
the tent that you just passed has no people in it. You do see the symbol. So go back to the picture.
Mm-hmm.
5th column, 4th row.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, column.
Yes.
4th row. So it's stop.
Under dark mode in your character sheet.
No. Go down a row and then go over to your left.
You said 5th column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Starting with the top left, go down 5 and
So
right
5th row.
5th row. Go down 5, right 4.
So it's knowledge.
Yes.
Oh my
If you need
God.
clarification, yes.
Okay. Just sorting out our columns and rows here. People.
Sorry. So starting from the first one on the top.
Uh-huh.
If I tell you to go down a certain number, that's how many
So
you go down.
Vertical are columns.
Cool. That's fine. We got it now. But you see that You see that symbol.
Go down 5 along 4.
Down 5, over 4.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Ilya just makes a mental note of it and keeps on going.
Okay, cool.
Ilya wants to get the fuck out of here.
Gotta go right now. Gotta go.
So how far do you go, Ilya? And then I'll go to Altair after.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go right here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another perception check.
Another one.
Another one.
Another.
And
Another one.
another one.
That's only a 10.
A 10? Okay.
Yeah.
You see a table with a weird assortment of stuff on it. And then a fire pit in the center.
What's on the table?
With a 10, you don't know.
Okay.
Okay. What are you doing?
I thought you said that after we did this, you were moving over to Altair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Altair, what are you going to do?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Let me zoom in on the map here a little bit.
So.
That's so much easier on the eyes.
Enhance.
Make it bigger. Damn it.
Stay pixelated just to annoy him.
What did you say was on this table?
Ilya doesn't know,
Stuffs.
but you can roll.
Can I look?
You can.
Burls up.
What am I doing? Perception?
In perception or investigation. Altair, what are you doing?
21.
You know what? I'm just gonna assume we're keeping the party together.
Cool. 21?
21. What's
Cool.
on the table, DM?
So you look on the table
Holy Grail.
and there is another symbol. However, there's an assortment of things that you have never seen nor heard of before. The symbol that is etched into the table is from the top left, go down 1, right 3.
Earth.
No, that's 4. Go right 3.
Okay, third one along, but if you were hopping across 3 spaces, it would be the fourth one along. But yeah, tower, okay.
So you see
Okay.
etched into the table that symbol, and the objects that are on the table, there looks to be like a small little odd-shaped handmade tower.
Huh.
Sitting at the end of the tower is a disc. And inside of the disc is a variety of different odd-shaped little pieces that are made out of stone that have numbers on them.
Okay. Is there anywhere that these is there any order to these numbers or like
No,
hands?
there's one object that looks to be square and it has dots on them. And
Circle, dot.
and it correlates to numbers. So you rotate the square piece. One side has a single dot, another side has 2 dots, so on and so forth until it gets to 6 dots.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, DM, I'd like to roll this object.
Okay.
Should I roll a d6? Or what?
Yes.
Fuck's sake. 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. You see the dice light up.
Okay.
You feel something drop into your backpack.
Oh, I'm gonna. What the hell just dropped into my backpack?
4 healing potions.
Fucking hell! Okay. Right. Let me just. Right. I'm gonna roleplay this out first, and then I'm gonna deal with this on my character sheet. Like suddenly looking up in shock from the bounty of healing that she's now got in her backpack, Alura's gonna be like, yeah, yo, guys, I got some healing. One of you roll this. I'm handing the dice to.
Which one are you
Nearest players-
handing them?
How many dice are there?
There's one of each.
A full set.
There's a full set. There is a 4-sided, a 6-sided, an 8-sided, a 12-sided, 20-sided, and
I
then
am
a
reluctant to-
100-sided.
So there's no 10.
10-sided. Yeah, I skipped 10. Sorry, there is a
I'm
10-sided.
reluctant to roll the d20 just because I know what might happen.
Oh boy.
I know what might happen because it correlates with something else, and I'm very reluctant to do it.
I
You know
want
what's
to
funny?
roll.
I know what I want to
Guys, hang on a minute. Guys, roll the dice. You get stuff.
I want to roll the 100.
I will fight you for this. I
Oh,
will fight you for
fuck.
this one.
While you fuck around with the other dice, I'm going to add these potions to my inventory.
Too late, Altair, 91.
All right, I can hear Tony consulting the wild magic table.
Uh-huh. This is the fuck around and find out.
That's why I wanted to roll it.
What type of healing potions were these, Tony?
Just regular, standard.
2d4 plus 2.
Yes, 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus fuck off.
That's not listed here. What the fuck?
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Can
there we go.
I go back to
I
last
didn't.
time when
I
was
didn't
hunting?
expect this to happen so early,
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
but it's funny that it did because it fits.
Oh no.
It's a
So-
shoe fit.
So,
ma'am.
Ilya,
Don't-
you
don't
go poof.
Oh no.
What about her servant?
Yeah, the
Now
servant
versus
goes
never
with you.
here.
The
Forgot
servant goes
No,
with
no,
you.
no. We established last session Canaverus isn't here.
Oh yeah. That's right. I forgot about that. So
Okay.
Canalverse is not there, but Ilya, you do go poof.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so Ilya,
Just gone?
let me describe to you what you see. Ilya, you're inside of a bright red room with an odd assortment of objects. There is a desk towards the far wall with these weird-looking objects protruding out of the desk. And you see somebody sitting in what looks to be like an odd-shaped looking chair with wheels on the bottom of them. And he's looking at something that is towards that wall. There's 3 of them. They're square-shaped, and they all have different pictures on them.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker.
The
Are you in a
person in
computer room?
general is sitting in what looks to be like a black and red chair, wearing a odd looking shirt, has
I'm
this
not making it
weird
easy on
thing
you.
on his
I'm making-
head.
I'm making it
And-
easy on you.
He has
Hold on,
these
hold on.
he has these odd shaped looking like things on his ears that are covering his ears, and then he has these like very slender looking spectacles on his face. And he looks to be
No, not again. Not
he looks to be
again, not
fairly
again.
young in age, has a fairly decent looking beard, long hair that's in a ponytail, and he has not noticed you yet.
You fucking
Hey Mayhem,
asshole.
do you think this counts as metagaming?
Yeah, totally.
Pause. The moment that those words came out of your mouth, Amy, Ilya, you hear those words come out of that screen, that little
Not again,
square
not
rectangle thing.
again.
You hear those exact words come out of the screen.
Why? Why do I always have DMs that like having the characters find out that they're just characters?
Ilya is gonna look as the guy turns to her and goes, "Back off, you spooky bitch."
You see that, And the person in the chair turns around and gives you an odd stare and repeats those words back to you.
Are you just gonna turn and leave?
There is no door to leave.
He's gonna look at him and go, "Hey, why don't you go into D&D Beyond, level me up 10 levels so I can cast plane shift and I can get the fuck out of here." Oh, by the way, I know who the DM is, so he's totally gonna abide by this decision. Go ahead, put me to level 13. I'm gonna cast plane shift, and I'll be right out of here.
What do you actually do?
That.
Yeah, that doesn't work here. What do you actually do?
Sorry.
Uh,
man.
You know,
So,
you could always put him out of his misery.
or I could make it a whole lot worse.
Ilya just starts
no,
meowing,
no,
summoning
Mayhem,
fucking.
Ma'am, you cannot make out with your own character.
No. So if this is a direct copy of my IRL room, Ilya's going to ask the guy to scoot back away from the desk with his chair, and she is going to fucking dive out of the window. That's to his right.
Okay, cool. He roll a persuasion check first.
Jesus Christ.
I have a why do I have a +3 to persuasion?
Charisma?
Fine, it would have been better if it happened to me. I have a +7.
That's a 22.
22. He gives you an odd stare and just reluctantly kind of backs away from you. You sprint and jump through the window.
Back into the room.
What does I die from this?
No. Back into the room.
You jump through the window. And then
That's a lot of dice.
It reverses back. And you're back in the room and the window repairs itself.
There it is.
I feel like I'm not coming across.
I can't believe this.
Ilya looks at him and goes, "All right, dollar store Viking, how the fuck do I get out of here?"
No. It's John. No. Hold on, wrong character.
No, it's funny, Shenny, because that's exactly how Tony's old boss fucking described me.
Yeah.
I know.
I
So
thought it
how-
was wish something.
No. So how the hell do I get out of here?
So everything that was just coerced, except for the words that I'm currently saying, are being portrayed out of the screen. And the person sitting in the chair looks with a look of confusion, turns around and says, "Hold on, guys," and then mutes himself. Everybody except for Mayhem deafen.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Okay.
really? All right, Amy's deafened. Shinny's deafened.
Cool. So
what are you gonna do if Overkill walks in here?
I'll tell him to deafen. Okay, so he looks to you and says, what? How are you here?
So funny thing, the campaign that you're playing me in right now, well, the DM decided that there was a bunch of dice on the table. He rolled a D100. Well, I rolled a D100, and now I'm here.
Okay, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god. Oh, I've got 0 on this shit. Oh no, I don't. I've got +2. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay, so you don't take damage, but you notice that some of the words you just tried to say don't come out of your mouth.
Yeah, I thought that was coming.
Some of them do, but some of them don't.
Okay.
And I'll tell you which because of how high you roll, I'll tell you which words did not come out. Campaign, DM, D100, anything relating to those words did not come out of your mouth.
Okay. Then let me retry that. So, pointing at the screen, that as Ilya's looking at it, shows the guy looking at what he knows to be Roll20, but Ilya doesn't know what it is. She goes, "That looks suspiciously like where we were." And then she points her finger to the room where Allura, Altair, and Zurin are, and goes, "When I was there are these numbered rocks on that table. I rolled 1, and I'm here."
Okay. So he looks to you and says, "You mean this roll?" And he points to the screen and he shows you a number.
Yeah, that's probably it. Wait a fucking minute. Do you control me?
He looks to you and says, "I created you."
Huh. Couldn't have made me like 6 inches taller.
Eh.
Couldn't have made me, a sorcerer.
You know, I thought about it, but then I was like, nah, I think I kind of like the idea of wizard better. But, then again, this character is coming from another project that I'm working on.
Well, I hope whatever version of me that I'm originally based off of, I hope I'm more useful than this, because let's face it, I'm not that helpful.
I mean, you're helpful to me. I mean, I have a lot of fun playing as you. This is weird.
Hey, and why don't you play me as being able to get the fuck
Actually,
out of here?
I was just thinking that, actually. Hang on, let me try something. So he turns around and he grabs this object that kind of swivels around on the this flat surface. He clicks over into this little box on the right-hand side. I need you to roll a D100 and roll 20 again.
60.
Okay.
God, both versions of me have a bad feeling about this.
So with the 60 roll, you see an object appear before you. It looks to be like a gun, and you know it's a gun because you've seen guns before, but it looks futuristic. It looks very high tech. In fact, it looks to be like a pistol of some sort, but it's odd shaped. Mayhem, you've just been given Sunshot.
Jesus. Okay. Ilya looks at it and goes, I don't know what to do with this.
The male figure looks to you and says, "Is that a fucking Sunshot? The fuck is that doing here?"
Ilya just turns it over in her hand and is like, I don't know. You tell me. I legitimately have no idea what the hell this thing is.
Okay, so I know you know what guns are because I'm playing your character, right? So you've been introduced to guns before. Well, that's a gun, but that's not a gun from your world. That's a gun from a video game that I play.
Ilya's just looking straight down the barrel of it. like
Yeah.
really
Oh, yeah.
confused.
Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Huh. Um, I mean, this is cool and all, but like, you obviously know, like, what we're dealing with, and I'm kind of concerned that time is of the essence, and I need to. Well, for one thing, I need to make sure that my friends are still alive. I'm totally weirded out by this. I need to know how the hell I'm gonna get out of here. And when I say here, I mean both right here and the prison in general.
Okay. Well, so I know that the dice works because that normally is not something that happens here because, your world is like quote unquote make believe. It's all about imagination and stuff. That's where I created you from and all this other stuff. But if we're having this weird dimension thing going on and the dice rolls are working here, then maybe I could do something to send you back. So, how would I go about doing that, though, is the question. Actually, let me ask my DM. He goes around and sits back into his chair. He pops the weird objects back onto his ears. He presses this button on this device, and you hear him say, "Hey DM, something weird is going on." You don't hear anything. Dead silent. He goes in to explain what's going on, and then you just hear him go, "Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I could try that. I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird that I'm doing this, but okay, sure." He presses the button again. He turns to you and says, "So, he recommended that you need to roll the dice."
Okay. Sure. Just yeah, hand them here.
So he hands you a odd looking shaped dice that looks like a
Overkill,
diamond.
deafen.
Huh?
Overkill, deafen.
Overkill deafen.
No, deafen. Hey.
Cool.
There
Okay.
you go.
He hands you an odd looking shaped dice, and you look at it. It has 20 numbers on it. He points to one of the black boxes that has like pictures on it, and he shows a set of texts and says, "Okay, so my DM told me to tell you to roll this." And he points to an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. So Ilya's just gonna take the dice in her hand. 19.
Okay. You roll a 19. You feel yourself being tugged, and you're being pulled back through the window. But the window doesn't shatter. The window.
So I'm just pressed up against
No,
this
no, no,
fucking
no,
window?
no. So you go through the window, you phase through it like it's a portal, but the window doesn't shatter. You go through the portal, everything goes black. The next words that you hear are, "Knowledge is power. Power sustains life. Life is eternal." And
Okay,
then you.
Knowledge is power. Power sustains life. Life is eternal.
And then you. Boop. Pop right back. Now you can tell them to come back.
Does Ilya still have that thing?
Yo,
Yes, you still have it.
Awesome.
You still have it.
I'm holding it in my
okay,
hand
so
as
she's
I read it
back.
here.
What the fuck is Ilya holding?
Can I describe? TM?
Sure.
Allura, Altair, and Zurin watch as Ilya just poofs back into existence, completely bewildered, confused, puzzled, awestruck, and
Dazed.
just
Any other
dazed.
descriptors you want to use?
She's like 2 shades paler than she normally is, just because of the whole like fucking abnormal nature of it all. And you see she's holding this device in her hands, and at first glance it resembles the generic structure of a firearm.
Okay.
Only
You
can-
shot yourself.
You can post a picture of it in the general chat if you want.
yeah. I'm gonna. It's gonna
I
be fucking
swear to
brilliant.
God, if you post Sunshot, I'm gonna be upset.
No,
Overkill.
Thorn.
Overkill.
Nah, Thorn.
Where's he posting it?
What?
It's going in the text chat for the PC. I'm so sorry.
It's Sunshot, isn't it?
It's fucking Sunshot.
Oh my fucking God!
Ilya's got sunshot.
This is a great day.
It's like he saw me IRL going, woo.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
notice that. I didn't.
Fuck you were doing?
Tony's like, you know what? Fuck.
I was watching you for most of it.
I'm
I
having a
know.
good day.
I know.
What did you guys do?
We found some symbols from.
Oh,
well, no,
yeah, I'll give
I
Zurin.
can't even.
I'll give Zurin the list because he technically would have seen them.
We found some symbols. I'm just gonna say that
Zurin,
We're
check
doing
your
a raid,
DM.
motherfucker.
we're doing a
We're
raid.
motherfucker.
We're literally doing a raid.
Oh my God, Tony!
I said
Just
this
jump
was
in.
my best work yet.
I got sunshot.
It's fine. Zurin, I was the first one to see the table, and the others will attest to this. When he sent me it, I was like, "Really, DM? Really?"
Alright.
Did
Tony.
it have to be that particular raid though?
26 symbols, baby.
Damn it!
Tony.
Uh huh.
I need you to do me a favor there, bud.
Sure.
I need you. Because I'm assuming this shit's got some fucking decent stats on it.
Yep. Sure does.
Show enough.
Can you
Sure enough.
Can you let me know? Can you tell me?
Sure can.
Hold
So
on.
Oh my
hold on.
God.
I would like to take a guess at this. To know what it does, open up Destiny and looks.
don't know.
Pull up GG. There you go.
Attack roll and then fucking damage roll, special effects, whatever.
yep, I'll tell you that now. So the weapon is dex based.
Fuck.
I feel like
it is ranged. So
it's
it makes
ranged and it's
sense.
deck based. Okay.
I feel like the old dex-based weapon would be the last word.
Well, no. Everything.
fire.
Every
not a melee
firearm is
weapon-
dex based. Yeah.
Okay, so 1d20 plus.
Yeah, like just for
Two,
posterity. Another hand
three.
cannon.
Okay. What's the range on it?
The range is from 30 to 160.
Damn.
Damage roll.
Damage roll is 1d8 plus your dex, and if you're proficient in firearms, then you get a bonus from proficiency.
I am not.
Okay. You are not, so you don't
Okay.
get the proficiency bonus.
What's after that?
It makes an explosion.
Oh my God.
So yes and no. So,
It's incandescent, isn't it?
well, you gotta let me say what it does.
Oh my god, we're on a timer here tonight. Shut the fuck up, okay?
So the weapon itself does not shoot ammo like normal gun does. It shoots fire bolts. Normally.
You mean solar energy?
Yeah, solar energy, whatever you want to call it. It shoots out fire bolts, but the damage is based off of the damage I just gave you, not the damage based off of how firebolt actually works. Now, the weapon has 5 charges. It requires 1 charge to cast a fireball at a lower level. So fireball is normally a third level spell?
Third level.
Yep.
Yeah, third level.
1 charge is first level, and the damage is reduced from fireball. So it's like a weakened fireball.
I was saying something base fireball like 3d6.
No, it's 8d6.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I'm assuming first level fireball would be 6d6.
Or
no.
1.
It's so first level would be 3d6.
What would second level be?
It goes up by
6.
increments of 1d6.
But then that's 4d6 for second level, jumping to 8d6 for
Nah,
third
it
level.
doesn't work like normal fireball. It's like a nerfed version of fireball.
It's like fireball if a fighter cast it.
It's a nerfed fireball.
It's like fireball if a water genasi cast it.
Now, here's the downside to the weapon. You have the 5 charges. If you use all 5 of them, the weapon disintegrates. So you lose the weapon if you use all 5 charges at one time. However, if you have any charges left and you wish to recharge it, it recharges at noon.
High noon.
Where the sun is at its highest peak.
What time of day it is.
Okay. That all?
That's it.
Amy will get this reference considering she made it early. I'm not going to say what time of day it is.
The sun is high in the sky.
Knowing us, it's fucking midnight.
There.
Right, yeah, we're all good.
Okay.
Might I just make a quick observation to our party? We have an hour and a half until we have to speed the fuck up.
Yep.
That's only half an hour. Down.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to test out a theory.
Okay.
I rolled the d6. I got a 3.
You got a 3. You feel something drop in your bag.
Looking at and healing potions.
Nope.
All right, what I got?
3 rations.
And then Muffin pokes his head out.
Yeah, so the general gist, Zorin, by the way, is we have come to this table and there is a full set of D&D dice on it. I rolled a d6, got a 4, got 4 healing potions.
I rolled a d20 and I met my IRL self.
I thought you rolled a d100.
D100 and you met your IRL self.
By the way, after I do that,
Swear to God, you get a 91, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
5.
Cool.
is it more bad luck like last session?
You spontaneously combust.
Sure fucking is. Sure fucking is, bitches.
Tony,
All
why
of you get teleported.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
no.
Alright, sunshot at the ready.
You're gonna need it, bitch. Because so you guys appear in a circular-looking, small arena with water in the middle of it.
Oh, we've moved on the map, guys. We're not like gone this time. We're on.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there I am. It's like, where the frick did you port me to?
So you port to this room. Then you see something rumbling in the water.
There's a rumble in the jungle.
You see this giant figure rise out of the water, carrying what looks to be like the largest odd-shaped backpack you have ever seen in your life.
Oh, you're giving us the fucking caretaker.
No way.
You know, Tony,
Alright,
it's only Bungie's music that you're allowed to rip off and use in your own projects.
To be
I'm
fair,
activating my super.
Okay, I cast Well Radiance.
Cast Spell of Radiance.
Chaos Reach is now going.
It's fine. I have the equivalent. I have
So-
about as close as you could possibly get to a golden gun with Anon's bow.
So here's the good news. Here's the good news. You're not in initiative yet. Because
Okay.
at the rate of which that he is rising up out of the water is extremely slow. However,
And also because we haven't shot the nuts that start the encounter.
however,
that too.
you do see a timer. You do see a timer
God.
pop up.
Fuck.
We
You have
a
Evading
timer pop up in
darkness.
the- hold on. We see a timer pop up in the bottom left
Bottom left corner of our
vision.
vision. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Zern starts waving his hand in front of his face. What the fuck? Get
Why
away!
is why are numbers here?
Get the fucking numbers out of my
hey.
eyes.
Zarin, remember the Bungie joke we made on Friday night?
Vaguely.
Bungie hiring.
Oh.
Bungie, don't hire Tony.
No,
He's
please
ripping
do-
off.
No, please do. I have some great ideas.
Yeah, you and all of Twitter, buddy, but they're still not gonna hire you.
Right.
So
Mayhem's right on that one.
in all seriousness, though, you see the timer pop up. You have 30 minutes to get
30 minutes.
to get as far away from him as possible before he is fully risen out of the water.
Okay.
I mean, that's not hard.
30 minutes is a long time to
It
get away
is.
from him.
No, it is.
Wait for it. Yeet.
Now,
Whoa, hold
now-
up.
now-
All right, hold up. I'm putting you back.
Where
Because
did you go?
You said 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure I can run that far in 30 minutes.
you can, but you need to tell me that's the direction you're going because you're going to pass by a couple of things on the way.
Gee,
But-
only a couple?
Is that the consensus? Is that you want to go south?
Sure, we can all go south
Oh,
because everything else is.
Everything else is
It's gonna go
south, yeah.
anyway.
Okay.
Is Zern's activating his just now put in ability of plane shift?
Sure.
You know,
So
Overkill, it's really fucking funny. I made that joke earlier.
Yeah, you're not the first.
and you won't be the
God.
last.
God,
Like
get
mine.
God, get some original content.
All
Oh,
right.
fine. I'm just
so-
gonna fucking teleport there.
So I need to know. This is a big question. Do you all sprint south or do you walk south?
I can
I am-
expeditious retreat and then run.
I am briskly walking.
Okay. So
I'm just following Zarin.
cool. If you're going to speed run down to the bottom, go here. If you're going to walk and explore, go here.
I mean, I'm not exploring. I'm just not sprinting.
If you want to explore, go to the bridge. If you want to speed this along and make this as quickly as possible, go here.
And
Right,
you
I
gave
guess we're
us the
going to the
option
bridge.
last session to skip all of this.
I did.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let's go to the bridge. We're going to explore.
Okay.
You're the only one that's not here right now, so
I'm
Where's
also
Altair?
yeah.
What happened to Fastest Fuck Boy?
Now, okay. So, all of you roll perception checks as you make your way to the bridge.
As we make our way downtown, walking fast because we're fucking sick.
I don't see shit.
Cool.
6.
12.
Cool.
16.
Perfect.
18.
Lyra's blind.
So, all of you except for Allura will see this. There are 2 doors, one on each side of the bridge. On the door leading to where Allura's side is at, go back to the picture. It's the very first symbol at the top of the picture.
Oh, it's butthole.
The picture on the other side where Ilya would be standing at, so right here, is that same row, but the middle picture.
What? 3 eyes?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, which queen?
So we got which queen's butthole? Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Bells.
We've also seen stop.
Do we need to be memorizing
And
these
worship.
symbols, by the way?
Yes,
Which ones we've
Amy.
seen?
Yes, Amy.
Oh, fuck.
Amy says, why are you asking the DM anything? He doesn't know anything.
Uh,
Right?
The
hang on a
DM
minute.
knows a lot more than he's letting on.
Hang on a minute.
Says if we want to know how to deal with all this, we gotta go with Bungie.
Bungie don't even answer their customer service emails.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
Yeah,
Oh,
but that was still
if I could factory reset Bungie, you would guaranteed I would have tried.
hey,
Watch his factory
that's still
reset. Watch his factory reset Bungie, and then PvP becomes better.
You mean PvP becomes tolerable?
You mean PvP disappears?
I'll go with that one.
Anyway,
Option C.
God, I can't even be the one to bring us back on track because I didn't see any of it.
Option D. Everything happens at once.
All right. So what do you guys do? You see the 2 symbols.
I don't do shit.
Yeah, you don't do jack shit. What do the rest of you though do?
So, do we want butthole or do we want hungry eyes?
Excuse me, what?
Hungry.
Considering that I have not seen what you're talking about, and there's like, Allura is just gonna snap her head to Zuran and say, "Excuse me."
There's a butthole on the door behind you.
Proceeds to Vanna White the doors.
Zurin points them out, and you now see the symbols.
Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna sort of inspect the butthole symbol and be like, yeah, I can kind of see a butthole, but it's a stretch.
Like they do.
Yeah, there it is.
Almost 2 raccoons.
Roll
worth.
me a wisdom saving throw for that stupid joke.
For fuck's sake. Hang on a minute, what's my saving throw modifier?
Fuck all.
14!
You'll take
Oh, don't
1
do this
point
to
of
me.
psychic damage for
Don't
that
do this. Oh, you fucker.
for that dad joke you just told.
Oh.
That was a bit of a stretch, but okay.
So you
As
do
they
the same
do.
thing. You do the same thing, sir.
You damn
damn
straight. I
it.
did not say that
He
out
is gonna
loud to
kill us
Poppy.
before we get anywhere just from cracking jokes.
I did not say that out loud. I'm
Yeah.
saying it to the party at the session.
So which one? Where do you want to go? Do you go to the one on Allura's side or the one on Ilya's side?
Do we want hungry eyes or brown eye?
No, it would have been better if you'd said pink eye.
I'm just gonna say, by the way, as far as calling the shot goes, Alira's taking that damage because she face palmed so hard after realizing how bad the joke was.
Emotional damage.
As
Like-
you and they do.
That's where the damage actually came from.
So I need to
go with
know. I need to know a consensus.
So, are we
I'm
going to
voting
poop?
butthole.
As you do.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I will go with wherever the majority is.
Sure.
So that's another vote for butthole.
Alright, let's go with pink eye.
I guess.
Jesus.
Okay.
Hold on. Even though party consensus is we go to butthole, hungry eye. And no, I'm not splitting the party.
Okay.
I mean, it's never done us any harm before.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
So
It would
I
be
just-
funny if
Love
just
that.
be funny if it's just
you
a
either.
So which side was it? This side?
it's the
Yeah.
side that you're on, Allura. Yes.
Okay. You said there's a door.
No,
Is the
there's a
door
butthole.
open.
There is a door there. I do not have a map for this area, so keep that in mind. This is all going to be theater of mind for this next part. So,
Oh.
Funny that-
No.
Well,
There's
well,
also
well,
a
Tony,
sign that
there's only about 3 of us that can do it.
and if my computer was working right now, I could get the map, but my computer is not working, so this is just going to be theater of mind instead of like visual representation.
Okay.
So,
I
for
thi-
those that
I
are
think it's just
watching, please
operator error.
forgive me for that.
Operator error.
Did
Now-
anyone else notice above the butthole door it said exit only?
Mayhem's about to hate me even more.
I swear to God.
You're not gonna make Zurin roll a wisdom save for that one, really?
No. Okay, so all right, now listen very carefully as to the words that I am about to tell you as to what you see the moment you walk in through the door. So the image that you see currently on the map is not what you actually see. So all of this right here, it's not there.
Mhm.
The circumference of that room is the same. So that square that's within that parameter here, that is the same size as what the room would be. But that is not what you see when you walk in through the door. When you walk in through the door, it is pitch black, complete utter darkness. You see in the middle of the room, you see 4 columns. In the center of those columns is a bag.
Oh no, I'm not. No.
Go touch it.
Fuck you! You go touch it.
Hey, Zurin, you were late to the session. Why didn't you go touch it?
Yeah. Late.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
I can't
want to
think of
roll
some
perception
witty
rolls that have dark vision?
I will.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I've got
I
a
will.
+3 Perception.
Cool.
So 13.
That's enough.
Okay.
17.
Cool. Both of you will see it.
Okay.
As you enter in through the door, on the far end of the wall, on this side, where I'm pinging,
Mhm.
you see what looks to be like indents created by some form of large blast. It's almost like something was in here before that was trying to get out.
Sabathun, is that you?
Mommy?
Mommy? Sorry.
Swear to God.
Anyone else want to try to venture a guess as to what in the hell was trying to get out of this room?
My will to live.
And if it didn't get out, where the hell it is?
Zurin,
Alright.
I will give you one bit of extra information with your 17.
Okay. Do I get a sunshot?
No. Down here towards the bottom of the room,
Uh-huh.
you see a tomb.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Mommy? Sorry.
Okay. Ilya's
Yeah,
gonna use her action to cast detect magic.
Okay. There's so much fucking magic juju going on in this room.
I think
You
you
go blind.
Great. Holding
Bad juju.
All's
Yeah,
all's
yeah,
the
yeah.
jujus
Hold on.
in this room
Hold
is
on.
the jujus.
Hold on. There's a bad juju in the bag.
There is juju in the room.
So Zern's gonna point out the coffin, and as he walks into the room, oh, wait, everything went black. He's gonna have no banyan in his right hand.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear
Hi.
everybody.
Oh,
Not when we were saying things.
What's going on?
Mom.
oh, I didn't know if everything was working or not. Yeah, because I noticed everything kind of went funky dory. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so with no banyan in my right hand, I'm going to walk in through the door. I'm going to make my way down to the coffin, and I want to inspect it.
Okay.
So that'll be investigation.
Yep.
I don't see shit. It's a nice coffin. I got a 9.
The coffin is open, but that's about the gist of what you see.
Oh, can I peer into the coffin then?
Yep.
So do I need another roll for that one?
Yes.
Okie dokie. 16.
Coffin is empty.
Ladies and gentlemen, the current occupants of this room have vacated the supposed holding of the dead body.
Man, anybody hear moth wings fluttering around?
What is that bright flying light?
I see Mayhem pointing at something.
Amy.
I've seen it. I've seen.
If it's what I think it is, I'm trying to see it, but I haven't.
Sorry, you're gonna have to catch me up. I've just been spaced out for the last 5 minutes.
Okay, so let me do something real quick. Okay, we are back. We had some difficult news that we just received, but I have asked everybody if it was okay for us to move on or if we need to take a pause on this, and everybody's consensus was to move on. So we are going to do so. I will not give the news on here because that is something that I will save for a later date after I get the full details of everything that went down. But we will get to that at a later date. So, to recap as to what just happened, because we, like I said, some of our players had to step away for a minute. Zurin
Ilya was aware of what was going on, so
yeah, Ilya heard everything, so Ilya's good. Zurin went to the coffin and inspected it. Zurin found nothing in the coffin, and then looked back to the party and said that there's nothing here.
Okay. So I'm aware of the coffin now. Well, I'm not really in any position to be making a check on that. It's a +0. How's everybody for Arcana?
Well, you know that Ilya cast Detect Magics, but she hasn't said anything yet, but she probably won't until she gets back.
Which she just did.
Okay. Well, Ilya did cast Detect Magic.
Okay, yeah. I remember. I was aware of when you said like there's so much magic. I'm not like that.
There is juju amount of magic here.
Juju. This is a really interesting one. I don't know if there's anything I can really check, unless I don't know. I go over and investigate the coffin, maybe.
Okay, roll investigation check.
Yeah, because I tried to investigate the coffin itself, but I rolled higher on looking inside it than I did on the
Thank
outside.
God for that. Despite the +0, that's a 19.
Okay, so it's the same thing that Zurin saw. There's literally nothing in the coffin at all. It's empty, completely barren.
No markings, no nothing.
No markings, none of that.
Just a nondescript coffin.
Just a nondescript coffin.
Huh.
And the top part of the coffin where it would normally have that stone cover
The
over
lid
it,
to the sarcophagus,
the lid, it's flipped over upside down on the floor below the stairway. So you don't know what the top of the lid looks like. And the only thing left that's in this room is that lid and the bag that's like awkwardly placed in the middle of the room.
Wasn't there 4 bags?
No, there is a single bag.
Oh, one bag.
I'm not touching that bag. I'm not being the one to do it.
I'll go over and look at the bag.
Okay. Do you open it up?
Very cautiously, but yes, slowly.
Cool. I'm going to DM you what you see. However, it is dead, and it's holding something.
What is it holding? Do I normally see that, or do I have to...
Its hands are too big for you to get a good grasp of what it's holding, but that is what you see when you open the bag.
I'm going to try to look at what it's holding.
Okay. Do you reach in the bag and try to grab it out of its hand?
Oh, hang on a second. Do I have it? No, I don't, because I'm not special enough.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yep.
Oh, Ilya.
Yo.
Come over here a moment, please.
Someone walked over your grave earlier, Mayhem.
I'm staying about 10 feet away from Zurin, just in case any fucking shit happens.
Oh,
Cool.
no.
They just got to mine.
It's perfectly safe to come closer. I just need you to look into this bag real quick for me, please.
DM, what do you want me to roll?
You don't need to roll anything. You just need to tell me, do you look in the bag?
Yeah.
Cool. That's what you see.
It is dead.
Well then.
Uh-huh.
Now you
And
know where this is. Or you should.
Quick Arcana question for you, Ilya.
Sure.
Do you know Mage Hand?
No, I do not know that spell.
9 hells, damn.
So, closest I could... Actually, hold on. If you can give me like 90 seconds to read the wording of something.
Mm-hmm.
Zern's just basically gonna look at her and be like, this thing is holding something, and I'm kind of anxious about just sticking my hand in there.
I'm waiting for Mayhem to figure out where he's at.
I know where I'm at, Tony. I know where I'm at. Out of session question.
Yep.
Unseen servant.
Mm-hmm.
Can it pick things up?
Yep.
Excellent. Zern,
Yeah.
Ilya gives you the side eye and says, no, Mage Hand's out in my not in my repertoire, but I do have this. And you'll see as this very, very almost invisible glimmering replica of Ilya appears next to her.
Spooky. But okay.
Ilya just looks to the unseen servant and says, pick up whatever he points to.
Zern's gonna point to the thing, whatever it is that thing is holding in its hands.
Okay. It reaches down into the bag and opens the hand up, grabs the object, and pulls it out and hands it to you.
All right, what is it?
So when the unseen servant hands it to you, it starts off as like a black orb that has like this black aura surrounding it, right? The moment it touches your hand, it shifts. It turns into another gun.
Oh god.
I know what this one's going to be.
Thorn. Come on, Thorn.
Black orb.
Oh, it's Lumina. Duh.
Oh gosh. All right, Tony. I'm gonna regret this, but what gun is this one?
Thorn.
It is Thorn. Okay.
Claim.
Got him.
Why does Zern get all the guns?
Hold on. I said claim.
Oh, claim, huh? Well, no.
You already have Bishaba.
I have 2 guns, yes, but doesn't mean I don't have enough space in my inventory. And
However,
unknown in this area is, I'm going to need all the help I can get.
It's fine.
I
As
would
the
actually like to
rogue,
point
I'm
something
hoping I
out.
find Ace of Spades down here somewhere.
I was going to say, because I would like to point something out. You already have firearms. Like, there are 2 people that don't have firearms in this group.
No, you
that
have a
probably need
firearm.
them.
Jamie.
Yeah, we have our
No.
like.
You do.
No, you guys have the generic firearm.
Oh no! Wait, no.
I don't.
You never gave Altair's weapons back to him.
I never had a firearm to begin with.
Did you not?
No, he didn't.
Oh,
Altair is the only one that does not have a firearm. Everyone else has a firearm.
of some sort.
Why I laid claim.
Some have multiple firearms.
I'm so sorry
I
that we
observe.
went into this with 2 guns already.
Yeah. You have 2.
Hey,
Alara has 2.
there's
Alara
there's-
has 1.
2 hand cannons I'd like to try get my hands on.
Okay.
Ace or Ariana's?
Ugh.
The hand cannon that's a fucking sniper. Let's have a look at that. Hang on, keep it there. Let me see.
A
Ooh,
Delphi
yes.
selection.
I approve. Looks nice. Good
By
color.
this point, it is a 21-year-old. It is legal in America.
Good color. Right.
Zern's gonna holler over for Kitty Cat to come over.
And of course, I come over. I know, not moving token, but
I did it for you.
yay!
Good kitty. Here's your toy.
And see, this is why you're the best DM ever.
And
I
this is
know.
why you're a fucking kiss ass.
Well, here you go, Kitty Cat. Here's a toy.
Right. 1 a.m. So at this point, what are we doing?
At this point, I think we're in boss battle mode.
Yeah, you guys are with your nice exotic hand cannons.
No, I think it's been the 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about you got about 2 minutes until the 2-hour mark.
Fuck.
All right,
No
let's make
hand
a
cannon
real
for
quick
me
roll. Let's make a real quick roll to find a hand cannon. if the DM will allow it.
I don't know if that's how he's even doing it. If it's like rolling
Alright,
against a table of them.
So I will be fair because I had 1 room for each of you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Allura did not get a room, and Zurin. This is technically was supposed to be Zurin's room, but it could be Altair's, and then Zurin can also get a room if you so wish, and we can do this quickly.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with Allura. I'm going to
Okay.
give you 2 options, so go back to the picture. No, I'm going to give you 3 options. I'm going to give you 3. Okay, you ready?
Also, that's how you're determining this. Okay. Yep.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Scorn,
Okay.
Blackheart,
Okay.
or Love?
Because I think I know what's attached to 2 of those, I'm going to say Scorn.
Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of timey-wimey bullshit stuff and pretend that this is all happening within the time frame.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just going to move all of you to where you're supposed to go. Okay?
Uh-huh. Oh my god.
So
that was even more effective because it echoed back through Shinny's mic.
now,
I mean, I just heard a really heavy breathing. What are you talking about?
I just heard it.
I heard a
Curse.
speaking of cursed,
Oh God.
you walk into this room and you see a sight that both leaves you stunned and leaves you confused.
Okay.
It's Savathun asleep in her nightie. What?
No, you
no, that was last room.
Allura throws up.
as you enter this room, you see for a split second the figure of 2 people leaving in what looks to be like some makeshift looking portal.
Okay. Can I guess on this?
Okay.
Is one of them a hooded figure and the other one about 10 foot tall with a metal helmet that looks like a key?
I will give you the answer to that with this final description.
Okay.
How's your sister?
Laying on the floor is a humanoid figure with a hole in his chest.
Oh
you
my
asshole.
God.
Hey,
Made of metal, and laying on the ground is a gun.
That's the one.
I
Yeah.
called this because I knew what was attached to this symbol.
Oh my
I
god.
want my hunter gun for the rogue.
That's fine. You can have the ace of spades.
Just
Shut
to
up, you
clarify,
took
DM,
porn
because
from me.
I'm very much jumping to conclusions here. Is it ace?
It is ace.
It is ace. I'm picking that up and I'm claiming it and I'm cradling it in my hands.
Cool.
This is my precious gun.
Cool.
Oh my god.
You have ace of spades.
I have ace.
But that is
I'm
the
very
scene
happy
that
with
you
my
see.
acquisition.
You see the ending of what happened in that one particular scene as the Guardians leave.
The scene that broke everyone's hearts.
Mm-hmm.
How's your sister?
I mean, you had to have a heart in order for it to be broken first, which is
Zurin.
why I'm okay.
Right.
Zurin, I am giving you 3 options.
Best bet I ever lost.
Oh boys.
I am giving you 3 options. Light, Black Garden, or Witness.
Whoa. Seeing as how I never did this raid before.
I don't think that's what's determining it. I think the symbols are determining the gun that you get.
Yeah. I'm going to make a guess, and I'm going to send this guess to the DM.
So
I can only attach a weapon
Light,
to one of those in my
Black
mind.
Garden and Witness.
Light, Black Garden, and Witness.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll go with light.
Light,
I swear if it's Rose.
Uh,
Lumina.
Rose or Lumina.
that's what I'm expecting. Lumina. Purely because I can't think of what would be attached to Black Garden or Witness.
Alright, so let me pull it up.
Well, if he's sticking to hand cannons, malfeasance.
And they're all exotic so far.
Yeah, malfeasance could be attached to Black Garden.
Maybe.
Well, to an extent.
Okay. But yeah, I'll go with light.
Well, it's either Black Garden or Witness that malfeasance could be attached to.
Once we're done with this mechanic, I'd like to actually see the table that this is rolling. Sort of what
don't
was
think
attached
it's
to each
rolling.
symbol.
I don't think it's. I think
Not
this
not like rolling. You know what I mean, though. Like what was
Yeah.
attached to each symbol. Because I'm genuinely interested by this.
So, I'm going to poof you into another room.
Zern looks up at the heavens. Thank you, giant speaking voice.
You say that.
Oh, we didn't even move that far.
You say that.
and you're below the Traveler.
You appear in a room that is filled with nothing but it's the opposite of a black void. It is a white void. It's bright, it's luminescent. Floating in the middle of the room is a gun similar to the one that Altair has, but white.
We called it.
Yeah.
You hear a voice echo in the room. The searing power of your light burns away the sickness that consumed blank, and you don't hear a name. Revealing the weapon that it used to be, Rose. You contemplate the weapon for a long time before resolving on a course of action. If blank symbolized the twisted intention and malice that went unchecked, then you will make a gun that symbolizes something greater than that. The courage to choose the right path, even when it is the unpopular or unsafe. But to do that, you'll need to begin your second adventure, continuing on from here.
Please tell me we can keep these.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
You're getting Rose. If he's taking it from that part of the quest, it is Rose that he is getting, not Luma.
Do you grab it?
Hesitantly, but yes.
Okay. You feel yourself you feel yourself like enhanced, like with a luminescent light. You feel happier, brighter. Now,
Can we get some of this in IRL?
here's where the fun begins.
Do I become celestial?
No. I'll
Darn
tell
it.
you what it all does later. Each of you make your way down and you find yourself at a large gate.
Mhm.
The gate has some text written above it. Does anybody read celestial?
I
That would be
believe I
me.
do. No, I don't.
That would be the majority of the party.
I actually just
I do
realized
it.
I'm one of the few that don't. Then
Okay.
never mind.
So in
I think you're the only one that
celestial it reads, "The four shall be made one." And you see 4 holes where there should be a keyhole.
The guns are the keys, aren't they?
Yeah. Sticks
Uh-huh.
storing in the
Yeah.
hole.
Same with Ace.
Sunshot. I'm gonna stick Sunshot in.
Okay.
I'm going to look down at this hand cannon one last time and then just stick the barrel in.
Okay. You stick it in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
You pull the trigger. It doesn't make a sound, but you hear a large click. The door opens to reveal a throne room.
Okay, Oryx. Got it.
I was yeah. I was umming on whether or not to say it. Is that like a giant picture of a god wielding a sword against a worm?
Well, he is wielding something, but it's not the god you think it is.
No.
We know it's you personified in the game, but
yeah, self-insertion.
At the end of the throne room, you see a figure sitting upon a makeshift throne.
And it's a blue horse.
He looks to be tormented on half of his body. The other half looks normal.
What?
He has jet black hair, jet black beard, wielding a staff that is crude, grotesque, and looks to be like from the Nine Hells itself.
I know that tree branch.
He looks up and sees the 4 of you walk in, and you hear,
"Oh, how nice. More servants who have come to be my little toys. Come, little toys. Kneel before me."
Hi, Fury. Can't stay long. I don't know what in the world you're thinking there, bub, but if you think I'm going to kneel before you, you got another thing coming.
Okay.
I have a question. We kept our guns, right?
yes.
They didn't get.
We got to keep those. Okay, that's fine.
We need stat blocks for 3 of them.
Yep.
I'll give them to you when you're ready.
Well, I'm gonna need mine now then, because what I want to do involves it.
Okay, what are you wanting to do?
2 of us.
If you want to just DMM,
my move is I'm gonna feign kneeling, and while like I'm down there, I'm gonna basically be like, nope, and then fire off a shot.
I'm just pulling it out and firing off a shot.
Okay. So it's the same stat for Ilya's gun. So it's dex based. So roll your d20 plus your dex modifier, and if you're proficient with firearms.
Okay. 15?
Okay. Altair.
Uno momento. I would say uno momento, por favor.
He's gonna feel for his AC.
Tony, when we did Zern's changeover, we didn't put in a proficiency for firearms.
No, it's
Okay.
because your proficiency is automatically added to your character sheet. Everybody has a proficiency bonus.
No, I'm not talking about the bonus. I'm talking about the
Talking
actual
about, like,
written
Proficiency
statement.
in. Well, hold on. Or,
Oh, mine doesn't
if you
have-
took
Are you a level
Pact of
3
the
fire?
Blade,
No, I took, what was it? The Act of the Trigger?
Yeah, so because of the pact that he took, he has proficiency in firearms. So essentially what it is, it's based off of the stat that you use for your firearm, which is dex based, plus your
Mhm.
proficiency bonus. So to hit, it's 1d20 plus your dex modifier plus your proficiency because you're proficient with it.
Okay, so it'll just be my normal stats like with no banyan and Bashaba.
Yes.
Tony, I need to know damage.
Oh, I need to know what you rolled.
Nat 20.
Cool. So the damage for each of you is also 1d8. However,
So my 15 was a hit.
your 15 was not a hit.
Not a hit. All right. Okay, so that's gonna be.
But the damage for all of your weapons is still the same. So it's all going to be
1d8.
1d8 plus your dex plus if you're proficient with firearms.
Right.
And then Shenny, you would double your damage.
So it's 1d8 plus dex.
1d8 plus dex, and then if you're proficient with firearms, add your proficiency bonus.
$14.
14.
And that is doubled.
That is doubled?
That is doubled.
Cool.
Yep.
So it will be necrotic damage. And it hits him. I'm not going to tell you all the specs of like the spell that it represents and all that yet. You just need to know damage right now. So you hit him for 14. You look over and it looks like that it barely grazed him. It just barely left a dent. He looks over to each of you and says,
So the toys want to play when I said kneel. He casts command on each of you.
Oh, hi, Fury.
Hi, Fury.
Voice modulator.
Cool.
he casts command on each of you.
Okay.
Cool. My character laughs at this.
So does mine. What is the roll for it?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save, and I get advantage because it's a spell.
Well, here we go.
That is 18.
Yep. You pass.
Mine is
There's a
also-
difference. There's a
Mine is
difference
also an
between
18.
you and I, though.
Altair is immune to it.
Yeah,
So
well,
you
well,
have
you
advantage
have
to it.
advantage.
Useless again.
I was
So,
about to say, this is the difference between you and me. I don't have to roll.
so Zurin, you pass. Altair, you don't have to roll because you're immune to it. Allura and Ilya, what did you roll?
18.
4? Go. So Allura does kneel. Everybody
I was
else is
already
fine.
down there when I fired off my shot. So.
Yeah. Like when I say you're kneeling, you're not just on one knee. You are literally on your face, hands, stomach. You are bowing. And Ilya, Zurin, and Altair, the three of you are fine.
Of course.
Zaren's gonna look at him and just be like, "You see, I used to be a kneeler, but I took an arrow to the knee."
Wait. If you took an arrow to the knee, doesn't that make
Doesn't that make what?
doesn't taking an arrow to the knee make you kneel?
No. He's trying to make me kneel on my bad knee.
No, it makes you go, ow, I just got shot in the knee.
No, it makes you say I do.
Well, in this case, Allura is really saying I do.
Now roll initiative.
Guess what, guys? I'm not going to forget my modifier this time.
Real quick,
sure?
range
13.
on Thorn.
Same range as
I was about to say
Ilias.
3160.
It's
3160.
Yeah.
It's 30-160. Yeah, same range.
DM 13 on initiative.
Oh, it's the same as me.
I need to know Dex
17.
modifiers for
Allura, what's yours?
2.
+2 as well.
Okay.
Rollies.
Yep, both of you roll.
Roll again.
I rolled a 12.
D20.
Hold on, I have a
12.
question. What was the roll? For you?
14.
Initiative.
No, what was the roll for you two?
13.
13.
Okay. Because I got a 12. That's why I was checking.
Alright,
Okay.
Allura goes first.
I got a 14.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're going first. I rolled an 11.
14.
21.
Yeah, I got everybody's except for the Czar and the Betrayer.
Why am I using Ace for? This is the perfect opportunity to... I mean, at this rate, I'm not even going to fucking get anything in because I'm going to spend the entire initiative kneeling.
I was about to say, this is where I was about to say, and this is where your character skips combat again.
Yep.
Apologize.
Good rolls when I need them. Never when... No, good rolls, but never when I need them.
Okay, here's where I get to open up one of the mini books that I've been holding on to for a while. Yay!
Christ.
Jeez.
Hey, he's finally going to do some learning.
Learning.
Because we know these books that he's been holding on to a while in kindergarten. He's finally going to do more than just color with his crayons.
How?
Okay. So in order of operation, it's Zurin, the big bad evil guy, Allura, Ilya, Altair. Okay. Zurin, you're up.
Zern's flying 10 feet up and moving over. And I'll move over right here. I'm lining up a shot with Bashaba. I'm not using that other gun.
Okay.
And that is going to be 12 to hit.
That misses.
Piss on you. Alright, Zern's going to look over at the group and be like, can someone please get Allura off her stomach so she can get into this fight?
All right. That's Zurin's turn. Big Baddie's turn. So Big Baddie is going to
kneel.
Make your daddy talk.
You got a pretty mouth, boy.
Okay.
The Ted buying new guns.
He is going to cast.
He's going to cast Yo Mama.
He's going to cast Mage Armor on himself.
Oh, well, fuck, there goes his AC.
All right, so. Okay, cool. I got that. All right. That's his action. His bonus action is going to be. He's going to use one of his abilities, and he's going to go back up to full health. Okay. That is the end of his turn. We are going to Allura.
What can I even do?
Hit him.
You can roll.
I'm
some saving throw to get
Busy
out of the-
bowing, aren't
Yeah.
I?
Oh, yeah. You get to roll a saving throw at the start of your turn to see if you can get out of it. Wisdom.
Dirty 20. Get
Yeah,
fucked.
Yeah. So you can get up. You had to use your full movement
So I
to
have
get
to
up.
use my full movement to get up. Yeah.
Yeah. So use your full movement to get up, and then you've got ranged weapons. So just use your ranged weapons.
Well, oh yeah, it's in my inventory, isn't it? I can't recognize it as a weapon. I'll use that Heaven's Hand on him.
Okay. Make your rolls.
Crit fail.
Yep.
Because it doesn't really matter what the modifier is anymore.
So you definitely miss.
Yeah.
Do you do
Fire and
anything else with your
arrows.
turn?
Straight into the ground. What can I do with a bonus action?
Look at him and say, "Harder, Daddy."
Do it.
No. Bonus action doesn't really offer me many options here, so. No. That's me.
Okay. Cool beans. Ilya, your turn.
So we got some asshole over here thinking he's a god. Question, DM, are these? This is a pillar, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna take a shot with Sunshot. That's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, so we can hit him under 20. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's hitting the pillar.
No.
Oh, I thought you said you're hitting the pillar.
No.
You're trying to hit him for 19?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it still hits. Okay, I thought you were hitting the pillar. That was my bad.
No, that was sorry. 10 damage just as a regular shot, no charges expended.
Okay. Cool beans.
Going to hold a reaction and use movement to get myself behind the pillar. So I now have, if this line of sight is anything to go by, I now have total coverage.
Okay. Sounds good. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll tell you.
How long does that last?
Tony,
It's
what does
last.
Thorn
Yes.
do? What does Thorn do?
It does.
Power word kill.
No. No.
Or does it apply like poison?
It applies necrotic, right? So the this was the reason why that I needed y'all to get all of this in a certain time frame, because I had to pull up all of these different notes from all these different places. All right, so if I can get it to pull up, because I don't have access to my computer at the moment. There it goes. Okay, so it basically does chill touch when you shoot it. So chill touch, it instead of creating like a ghostly hand that comes out of the gun, it's just like a ghostly bullet that comes out of it. It deals the 1d8 necrotic damage, and on hit, they can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. But it's 1d8 plus your dex modifier instead of just 1d8. However, the additional part of it has the 5 charges, just like Sunshot.
Right on.
And it does.
I forgot all of
Where is it?
everything.
What all is up there?
The food, Nick.
With 5 charges, it deals a lower level version of Blight. So instead of 8d8, it's going to be 2d8. And then every charge on top of what you add adds an additional 1d8 to that. So just go look at Blight, and that is what it does. Just reduce the damage to 2d8 and add a d8 for every charge you use above that. If you use all 5 charges in one shot, it disintegrates. No coming back. Also, to recharge the gun, you have to recharge it at midnight.
Okay. I'm going to expend 4 charges and shoot at him.
Cool. Sounds good.
Well, hold on. Do I have to declare charge use before make the roll?
You do have to declare the charge before you make the shot, because if you miss, you lose the charges.
Ooh, that's a risk.
It's a very big risk.
Hence why I was asking.
That goes for all of you, not just him.
Yeah, I gathered.
Well, that was 4 wasted charges.
All right, so you miss?
Yep.
Cool. All right, so you miss your shot. Do you do anything else with your turn? Eh?
Trying to. There.
Oh.
There we go.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
I play Hunter enough.
I play Hunter. I must hide behind things. All right. If that is
where's the Titan at?
Crayons, what? Anyway, if it is the end of your turn, then Zurin, you're up.
He's AFK.
Oh, no, I'm back.
Oh, he's back? Oh.
Yeah, I
He
just
is
got
back.
Okay. That lasts until I finish a short long rest. That far. 50. Zern's gonna move to about right here. I think that's where it is. Right there. No, it's still without of range. Where's it at? Yeah. 20 feet. All right. First things first is I'm going to activate Blood Curse of the Eyeless on him,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to activate my Blood Maledict.
Dick.
Damn it.
Asshole. Anyway,
Yeah.
I need to roll a d4. D4. Okay, 1. Okay, that doesn't hurt me at all. Barely, but yeah.
Okay.
So that's 1 damage of necrotic for activating Blood Maledict.
Yep.
And okay. And I'm gonna take another shot with Bashaba.
Okay. See if you hit.
No, I don't. 12.
That would be a negative Ghost Rider.
God damn it.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
His turn. He is going to.
Tell me I'm not the only one that's left in the open. That's fine.
Oh, Zurin's out in the open too, and he's flying. He is going to cast poison spray on Zurin because he's going to move within range. So poison spray is a cantrip. And make a con save.
Yeah, because it's a spell, I have advantage.
Yep.
Oh shit, that's 10. Damn.
Yep, you fail. So you're going to take. You're going to take 9 points of poison damage.
Ouchie.
His movement, that was his action. His bonus action. Okay, I need to roll this because I've used it once. I need to roll to see if I get it. I don't, so I can't use that this turn. Okay, cool. That is his turn. Allura, before you start your turn, I am going to give you the stats for your gun now so I don't have to do it later.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yours is probably the biggest meme of all of them.
Okay.
So when you fire your gun, it does
Yeah.
vicious mockery, but with damage.
I thought Vicious Mockery had damage.
No.
It does have damage, but like more damage. Like you deal you deal 1d8 plus the dex. So Vicious Mockery deals 1d4 normally. In this case, it deals 1d8 plus your dex modifier, and then proficiency. Okay, it's like you're firing a gun, but you do Vicious Mockery normally when you shoot the gun because of how Cade was.
Yep.
Okay, now you also have 5 charges. Your spell with your 5 charges, let me get to it. Where did you go? Staggering Smite. So instead of 4d6 points of damage with your charges, you will deal 2d6 points, and for every point you use above the first point, adds an additional d6. And with the addition that on the 5th charge, if you use all 5 charges up in one shot, the gun disintegrates. So that is the spell.
Hang on. I want to ask for clarification because of the way you've worded that. Is it only a disintegration if it's all 5 in one shot?
So yeah, if you do like
5 one-charge shots,
and you use all 5 of your charges up, it disintegrates. Yeah. It's when you run out of charges.
No matter how no matter how you do it, if all 5 are done, you're done.
Yes.
Yep.
Now,
right. Okay. So you worded that a little confusingly to start with. That's why
my bad.
Yeah, because it sounded like you could do like what I was thinking about doing: shoot a 4, shoot a 1,
and still recharge it. But no.
Yeah. So essentially, the only way that you would use the 5th charge is you crit. Because if you crit and use the 5 charges, which I wasn't going to go over this till after the session, but if you crit and then use the 5 charges, then the gun stays safe. It doesn't disintegrate. So you have to crit in order for it to not go away. So it gives an incentive to not use all 5 charges unless you just know that you need to use the 5 charges.
Okay, so
I didn't want something
damage
overpowered
per charge.
Yeah.
And that's it.
2d6. It's 2d6 psychic damage. And if you read Staggering Smite, it does basically everything Staggering Smite does except for reduce the damage is what it actually does. Then the same thing with Vicious Mockery. It does exactly what Vicious Mockery says, except that instead of 1d4, it is 1d8 plus your dex modifier, and you can do that without using a charge. You just shoot the gun.
Okay. In that case, then, I'm going to use 2 charges in one shot.
Okay, cool beans. Also, for clarification, for the Vicious Mockery, you have to make an insult.
How's your sister?
But you use the 2 charges.
No. Yeah.
Okay, what did you roll?
Plus dex, that's a 9. It's not
9,
anything, is it?
Nope, you lose the 2 charges and you miss.
Son of a bitch! Why can't I fucking hit for once? That's it then.
Cool.
Movement wise. And then I don't suppose I want to use a healing light pool on myself, if I can.
You're using a what now?
Healing light.
Healing
on
light.
My bonus action. Yeah.
Is it
2d6 healing pool that resets when I finish a long rest.
Is it bonus action labeled? So does it say you could use it as a bonus action? Then yeah, you can use it.
Heal 1 creature I can see within 60 foot. Does that include myself?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use 1 of the 2 charges on that then, and heal myself for 2d6.
Okay, sounds good.
That's not a good first roll. That's a better second roll. I'm healing myself for 7.
Fantastic. Ilya, you're up.
Fucking needed.
Okay. Ilya's gonna step out so she's got line of sight, and she's gonna take a shot with Sunshot, and she's going to she's gonna expend 2 charges.
Okay.
Did you call it?
30-20 to hit.
That hits.
So that's 4d6. Do I add the regular damage to it as well?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do the regular damage first. So that is 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Then it's 4d6. 15 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna step back behind the pillar again.
Sounds good. Altair.
Lean out, pop a shot. Except this time I'm going to use something different.
Okay, so what do you use that's different, and then what did you roll?
Well, first off, I had to make a roll to make sure I could do it because I'm using a spell.
Gotcha.
And the roll was a 15.
Okay.
But the spell that I'm casting is Magic Missile.
Gotcha. So magic missile just hits, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
I had to make the roll to make sure that I could use it.
gotcha. How much damage do you do?
Hold on. Calculating that now.
Yep.
$10 damage.
Okay. This is the point that I wanted to get to, and you got it. You honestly got it pretty close to the damn fucking dot. All right. So, the moment that Altair makes his shot, you start to see that the figure looks to be weakening quite a bit. However, you hear a thunderous doom, doom, doom.
And then the Doom soundtrack kicks in.
And here comes the caretaker.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Daddy?
All of you are teleported.
Into a glowing bluish white dome.
Thunderdome.
Oh,
You're-
Christ, that is so fucking zoomed in. Hold on.
Yes, I had to do the
Yeah.
same thing.
We're back at. No?
We're
Yeah?
back in the
There
town.
we are. We're back in Steep Burst.
Back in Steep Rust.
Okay,
Fucking
now
hell.
this is where things will escalate. This is the moment.
Oh boy.
The caretaker is what destroys the town.
Oh.
The caretaker was risen to above ground level and goes on a complete rampage. All of the buildings are on fire. The entire town is engulfed in flames. People are running and screaming bloody mercy. People are dying in the middle of the streets. However, the place that you guys are located at right now is here. And it's ironic because that is where most of your interactions have occurred, is down this long strip road all the way through here.
Okay, guys, we just got to deal enough damage to send him on between the 3 pillars.
Oh, wait. I ain't done yet.
Hold up. Let him cook.
You guys are on one side of the road. You see for sure Zarin the Betrayer on the other side, staring you down as if like you're in an old western about ready to pull the trigger. But there's something in the middle. There is a basket.
Oh damn it.
Oh no.
It's locked.
There is a basket sitting in the middle in between each of you.
Oh no.
You look across the way, and Zarin looks to be like he is trapped. It's almost like he's being held back by some greater force that is stronger than he is, but he doesn't realize that that's what's happening. The caretaker, on the other hand, is still on a rampage, going around blowing shit up, destroying buildings, killing people. It's complete utter chaos. There is
Absolute fucking chaos.
the basket is sitting right in the middle in between each of you. Like I said, it's about roughly 60 feet away from you. Now, you hear a voice in your head.
Use the force, Luke.
Make your choice.
Saladin?
Lord Salad Bar?
Do
Yeah,
you,
that's...
Do you save one to sacrifice the many? Or do you save the many to sacrifice the one? Make your choice.
Damn it, this is
Figure
what I was
out how
thinking
you've
about.
done that, because that doesn't sound like you under there.
Yeah, it sounded like Lord Salad Bar.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's called a
decision
voice
time.
changer.
Fuck.
Okay. Which one permanently shuts down this time loop again?
So you know that in order to shut it down completely, you have to kill the betrayer. But Locke dies with him.
That's right.
Too bad it's... And this is where I sadly go. I would take the burden upon my soul of being the one to kill Locke if that meant the betrayer went easier. And this is where Tony's like, about that.
I mean, you only have two options, so that's what the voice is telling you. He's telling you to make a choice.
Depending on what choice we make, there's something I want to do.
That I'm wrong.
Depending on what choice we make, there's something I want to do, but it's only reliant on a certain outcome of the choice. It's not a game-changing move, it's just something
I am for the let's shut this down completely so that people don't keep getting sacrificed until it's shut down completely.
Tony's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Eli always wanted to kill a kid, so let's make him die.
Hey,
What?
that was my idea.
What happened here was barbaric. We can't let it continue.
Which means one more act of barbarism. Stop it all.
Zarin's got his hat and his head tilted down. And he is white knuckle gripping the gun that was given to him.
Allura is gonna walk up to the basket and she's gonna place something on the basket. Two things on the basket.
Okay.
A noose?
No. And it's two cards. The King of Spades and the King of Hearts that was given to her.
Cool.
We'll follow suit with the one that he gave me.
I'll follow suit with the one that he gave me as well.
Zarin's gonna see everyone doing that. He's gonna... Where's it at? What did he give me? There it is. He's gonna pull out the Joker card. and place it in the basket as well.
You each place your card into the basket. The cards glow. The symbols on the cards shoot off the cards and attach to each of your guns. Your guns start to glow.
Fitting, considering he gave me the King of Spades.
You feel as if your arm is moving on its own, and each of you hold out your guns facing in the direction of the betrayer. With tears in your eyes, you each look down the way, and the last sound you hear is the sound of a gunshot from each of your guns.
Can I flavor something before I fire?
Sure.
How's your sister?
You're sort of like a 7 out of 10 on the way there, but nice try. Before Ilya pulls the trigger, do I have the spell slot for it? Is the question. Oh, it's a cantrip. Oh, that's fine then. I'm gonna cast message on the betrayer and just say to him, you know, your brother seems like a whole lot better. It's a damn shame you couldn't live up to his reputation. And I'm just gonna pull the trigger.
Cool. You each pull the trigger, and without having to make any rolls, you see the look on his face. The look on his face before each of you pull your trigger is one of pure, utter pride, knowing that he succeeded in destroying the town and he got his wish and everything went according to his plan. But then you pull the trigger. And then all you see is fear. As the bullets resonate and hit him solely into his chest, you see him fall over and he disintegrates into a pile of ash.
In mirror.
You look.
Do we get any glimmer?
No.
Why not?
But you do get something though. You look down.
Exotic Ingrams.
You look down back into the basket, and you could swear for just a second that Locke leaves with a smile. He turns into a pure, radiant light and shoots off into the sky.
And we hear news.
The basket, on the
Okay.
other hand, changes into a book.
I'll pick it up.
You look at the book. It is the Book of Pride. The landscape changes within an instant. Shifts and changes reality as you know it. The scene is completely different. You no longer see the town. In fact, you see something else.
It's the architect for the Matrix.
So I'm going to go to the Dirty 20 screen because this is all going to be theater of mind. You see land filled with green, blues, vibrant colors. The wind is perfect. The sky is radiant. The sun itself looks to be as if that this is the brightest and sunniest day that you have ever seen in your life. You hear the birds chirping, you hear squirrels rummaging, you hear the fish in the lake behind you. You look down the ways as to where that the betrayer was standing, and there's a path. Walking down that path towards you are two figures. You see a figure that looks to be an elegant, blue-skinned woman with white hair, dress of pure white, elegant in all shapes and forms. Every step that she takes, you could see almost like ice shards leaving a trail walking up towards you.
Yep, I knew it.
Standing next to this radiant woman is another figure. He looks to be young. It's a tiefling. White-haired, white beard. Beautiful sky blue eyes. A smile on his face. One that shows a sense of a different type of pride. A more positive type of pride. They make their way over to you. And the tiefling is the first to speak. Well done. You did what thousands before you could have never done.
I'm only going to ask one question.
Sure.
Is he at peace?
He's in heaven. Matter of fact, he's in heaven with an old friend.
Who is that old friend?
You've seen her grave. Alara Daragon?
Yeah.
They're together. It's ironic, though. See, in my storyline, she succeeded in her trial with the Raven Queen and never met Locke. But in this timeline, she failed at it, and her son was a raven. Quite fitting.
This world that you're from. I gain a indescribable notion that somehow a part of me is in there as well. Mister, you already know who I am. I'm not asking for detail. I'm not asking for a chance to see. Just tell me this. The version of me that you know from your story, from your world. Am I good or bad?
Let's just say that I am more proud of you here than I was there.
Did I hurt anyone?
To a degree.
Did I have good reason?
In your mind, yes. To others, maybe not so much.
DM, you said that the Ice Queen was there?
Mm-hmm. She's standing right next to him.
I'd like to pledge myself.
Oh?
I want to be of service, but I want to do it under my own terms.
So you want to strike a deal?
Of sorts.
Okay.
I acknowledge that this deal will be technically unachievable given the parameters. But I'm still willing to try. Tony, I'm going to spare you the time. Essentially, when we hit level 4, Ilya would like to take her first level in Oath of Redemption Paladin.
Okay. It's funny because that is what Val is doing too, but in a homebrew form. So I will give you the same details that I gave to her.
Cool.
Right.
Are they applicable? Are they applicable with D&D Beyond?
I will have to look. I think I made it to where that it was under a homebrew variant, so I have to share that with you if that's still on there. But if not, then we can kind of go over that and get that situated and fixed. But back into the session, because I definitely do not have time to give you all of that tonight. The Ice Queen looks to you and says, "So be it. But as deals are made, there is always two sides to a deal. I accept your allegiance and pledge to my fealty, and Xeris will be the one to give most of your contacts when you are trying to reach me, because he is my right hand. So you will get very well acquainted with Xeris, as will Val. But my end of the deal is different than the one that I gave Val. Val's deal is quite simple. She is to atone by finding these books and putting an end to all of this. Your deal is much simpler. Make sure that she succeeds. You do that, you have my gifts.
Ilya just gives a silent nod.
And we have an accord. Now, if there's anything else that you wish to ask, now is the time, before I send you back to your own plane, your own dimension. Because this is my realm. I have full control here. Nope.
I don't. Any of you guys do, then now's the time.
I don't think so.
Zaren's gonna look up after he's been staring at the ground. You said your name was Zaris, right?
Yeah. Zaris Longstrider.
One tiefling to another. You need a little bit more red in your skin.
Wouldn't you not make him purple?
Ah.
Hey, Cyrus, go stand out in the sun for several hours.
Mm.
You need a little bit more sun there.
See, kids, this is what happens when you're a social recluse.
Just a quick reminder, did we ever find out what actually happened to this version of Anon beyond, like, her grave?
Do you
being in
want
the
to
same-
ask? Do you want to ask? Because there's a very good answer that he can give as to all of this.
As the one who retrieved the bow, I'm going to ask that. Yeah.
Okay. So Zaris looks to you and says, well, the answer to your question is both very simple and very complex at the same time. The way that it works is that yes, there are many different forms and many different dimensions with the same story with altercations to each story. However, upon death, each of those individual realms coexist into one afterlife. So, for example, there were millions upon millions of different variations of Anon. They all died differently, but they also died together. And in the afterlife, their memories became one. For example, I am a representation of that. I am a spiritual representation of all of the memories that the Zarises from different dimensions shared. I have all of their memories. I know every single instance that happened to each and every single one of the different Zarises, good and bad. So Anon is in heaven. Matter of fact, quite honestly, she's here. Alara is also here because heaven is kind of like very similar to a plane where there are different places that you can go to. So you could explore this entire realm and see all of the different people that live here. And we all coexist as one coherent plane. But this plane is a representation of how we see heaven. So I visualize, with my mother, of course, being the goddess of this realm, of this plane, our version of heaven. And this is it. I envisioned a lush garden filled with wildlife, filled with things that made me feel at home. Because most of my journey was spent out in the wild with my friends. Alara's was, quite ironically, in a library. Never thought that her heaven would be a library, but then again, she did make a very good and wise friend in a library. Anon's was the most intriguing of all. Her heaven was the home that she lost in the first genocide that she witnessed. also known as the Underdark. She recreated her version of the Underdark where everybody there knows everybody and everybody is happy. Living out their best lives, so to speak. But it will be the same for each of you. Upon your deaths, you will have your own version of heaven. That's assuming that you make it there. This one, and he points to Zurin, unfortunately, can go to either place. And he more leaning towards the bad place, but if you keep up with your good work, then you'll definitely have a free pass. That was a joke, Zurin. You can laugh a little bit.
I see you did well for yourself.
Just a bit.
I do have a very interesting question to ask as well.
Sure.
The last painting. That was a depiction of when Fury decided to turn against everyone, correct?
And made the deal with the Deceiver to take over as the new Deceiver, yes.
My question is this. Why did the ASMR look like that?
Because that was the decision of the ASMR from that realm. Again, it goes back to each story as different. In one depiction of the story, you see the painting of which that you saw on the wall, where the ASMR made altercating decisions to not be with the group that he was originally with. On the other hand, there is a timeline of which, as I've stated, is all up here, where the ASMR did team up with Xeris, Anon, and Alera. They went on their journey together. Kala was there. But each story has a different beginning, middle, and end. Same book, just different results. You're wondering where that ASMR is.
That thought did cross my mind.
He is in hell. Not because he was sent there after death, but because he chose that. You gotta remember, upon death, all of our memories combine into one being. So we have the memories of all the events that transpired. Every single one of them. It's kind of like a book that never ends. In his case, while there were certain versions of him that did good and did save the realm, there were others where he did bad. Unfortunately, the bad for him outweighed the good. Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, he once told me that his wrongdoing started at the event of which they appointed the first king. Was it York the Black?
I have one last thing to say, and it's a request.
Sure.
And it relates to my question before, that just when you next see Anon, thank her for the bow and quiver, and make sure she knows they will be put to good use.
Give me a moment.
What?
You see him close his eyes. He holds out his hand. You see what looks to be like a arcane circle appear in midair. And then a mirror appears, and it shows Anon. Xeris opens his eyes and says, "Hey, Anon?" Anon turns around and looks to Xeris, and she goes, "Oh, God. Well, you keep doing that. Why do you keep spooking me like that?" And Xeris just laughs and goes, "You would think that after many millennia you would get used to this by now." She just shrugs her head and just rolls her eyes around and says, "Okay, what do you need, Xeris? I'm kind of busy. I'm making dinner at the moment." And she giggles. Xeris says, "It seems that we have a mutual friend who wishes to thank you for something." And she goes, "Oh? Who might that be?" Xeris says, "Well, let me show you." And he turns the mirror around and reveals each of you. Anon goes, "No. Is that who I think it is?" Xeris goes, "Yeah, but it's funny because she is not who she used to be. Some magic was done to alter her a bit, where she is no longer the deity that you once knew about, or we knew about." She goes,
Weren't you that one chick in that one story?
and Anon looks and does that side eye thing again. Says, "Yeah, my magic always has a price. Bullshit. I get it."
I'm just gonna hold a hand up with authority and like interrupt Xeris and be like, "Oh, what do you think you're talking about? I am still a goddess as ever."
Ilya just looks at Allura and goes, "You need to be woken up, sweetheart."
The entire rest of the party just bursts out laughing at this.
Just gonna like try and crack a joke.
Ilya looks at you and goes, "Very good use of vicious mockery."
The Ice Queen and Xeris and Anon all laugh.
You know, if adventuring ever doesn't pan out for you there, Allura, you can make a killing being a stand-up comedian.
Fuck off.
Anon,
she's gonna drop the cheeky grin that she's been giving Xeris and Anon, and she's gonna shoot a death glare at Ilya.
Anon looks to you after the good laugh and says, "So I take it you found my bow."
I did. And I've not been very good with it so far.
Believe
I've managed
me,
to really hurt the ground, but
believe me, I wasn't either for the longest time.
It helps when
that
you've got
poor orc.
It helps when you've got a +9 to hit.
A new hand touches the bow.
God, fuck off, Meridia.
I will say this, Allura. I am glad it is in good hands. And just know that don't worry about feeding Dee Dee and Bubblegum, because they're with me.
Yeah. Right, that half of that makes sense to me now.
Oh shit.
Is he that
Point
far?
the story.
He's that far.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I actually understand who DD is now.
Do you know what DD stands for?
Yeah, it
Cookies
was.
and Dargans.
It was.
I know.
No, it wasn't that. It was. Oh, it was something really fucking funny as well. God damn it! I've got past the bit where she explained it, but I can't remember what it was.
Well, just know, Alora, that Dee Dee and Bubblegum are fine. They are with me. In fact, she pans the image to outside of her home. Bubblegum is a full-fledged dragon.
Yes.
God damn it.
And
Dee Dee's just blowing fire at her.
and
Well,
Dee
DD's.
Dee is a duck that is the size of a rideable mount that breathes fire.
That's brilliant.
So, like I said, duckies and Dargans.
I am
Or in this case,
not.
Ducky Dargan.
I am not.
You're not
upscaling
gonna let-
this.
Okay, so hang on. Going on the understanding that we canonically as characters don't have a fucking clue about the feather and the scale. Alora's just gonna sort of glance at these two gigantic creatures and just be like, so I don't know what I expected when I read Dee Dee and Bubblegum, but it certainly was not a duck and a dragon. I'm not going to ask how you've got a giant duck and a dragon, but good to see they're thriving.
It is a very long and very tedious story, one that I don't think you have the time for just now. Maybe later.
Working my way through it.
But Anon says, well, if that was it, I thank you for the meeting and thank you for letting me see these fine adventurers. I'm glad that the bow is in good hands, but I really need to get this dinner done. Bubblegum in particular is starving. Zaris just shakes his head and rolls his eyes. Yeah, he says, "Yeah, I'll be there for
She's
dinner."
setting the lawn on fire.
I'll be there for dinner in a little bit. Just you go on, and I'll take care of the rest. And then she just waves goodbye to each of you, and then the image vanishes.
As soon as she vanishes,
I'm sorry. I just saw something.
as soon as Anon vanishes, Ilya's gonna look at him and she's gonna say, maybe eat something before you go. I have a strong feeling she may burn it.
Yeah, I already know. Don't worry about it. And you see him pull out a bento box out of his side pocket of his backpack. I always come prepared.
Have you washed your iron skillet?
We're not going to talk about that. We're not.
That is for.
So, I'm just gonna play Duckies and Dargans here real quick. We are no longer having an additional player come to join us for the table.
Oh, that's right. He's already in hell. Which we'll get to that after this, Tony.
Instead, we are now announcing the addition of Brennan Lee Mulligan.
I like that trade-off. What? I mean, but Zaris looks to each of you and says, so you still have a few more books to find. Val is currently at the end, at this point, of finding her book. I will say, though, that you guys got the better end of the deal as far as finding your book than she found her book.
In there and leave it alone. But yeah, this problem.
I wouldn't wish what she is going through on any of you or anybody else. Matter of fact, if I ever set foot on that godforsaken spit of land that she is currently on ever again, I might catch a fit. That land is cursed with a capital C.
Cursed.
Now,
Capital gun.
you can keep your guns.
Oh wait, let me. Yes, it is.
And we are going to now send you home. Ilya,
Huh?
keep to your word of the deal, and you will be fine. Zurin,
All right.
even though that the deity of which you made the deal with is one that I personally do not trust, one that I have had many altercations with, it is better for you to have sided with him than to have sided with the other variant of the deceiver. Because both still exist. To a degree.
Regardless of his past actions, I'm not going to make the same mistakes.
I pray that you don't. Altair,
Good kitty.
Yes.
Wait.
while your questionable deity decisions hinder me to a point of where that my eyes can't roll any further back into my head,
Certain parts of your body can certainly roll somewhere else.
I need you to do me a slight favor and just behave and keep these friends of yours on track.
Me behaving? No problem. This is a herd of cats.
Sure. Sure. We'll go with that.
All right. Hang on. And I am just gonna flip off. I'll take it for that remark.
Speaking of, Allura,
Uh-oh.
No way.
I'm giving you a gift.
No,
no
way.
No, Tony, don't do it. Don't give it to her.
Do it.
You are. There's no way.
Do it.
There's no way you give that to her.
He pulls off a ring.
Oh my god.
You mother.
There is no fucking way.
And passes it to you.
Ilya snatches it and runs for the fucking hills.
Quick to the fires of Mount Doom.
So
Fly, you fools!
So you have been you have been blessed. You have been blessed by both Anon and Alara. So I find it fitting that I bless you too with one of my more iconic pieces of gear.
Oh my god.
You just see Ilya take it, run for the fucking hills, and she's just like, no process.
So Allura, you see the ring in your hand. It is it's almost like a charcoal colored ring. You flip it around and you see what looks to be like a bird engraved into the ring.
Yep.
You put the ring on. You don't feel any different, but you put the ring on and you flick off Altair.
Enjoy the disadvantage, Altair.
So your next saving throw is with disadvantage.
Hold on. Am I gonna saving throw against it?
No.
Nope.
It's an automatic.
That's not how it works, buddy.
No.
Because I was a fucking idiot and agreed that it just happens.
So I need to ask: is that a homebrew item, or is
It
that something I
is.
can add?
So
It
it is a homebrew item, but it is not an item that I created. This is an item that was
special.
created by matter of fact, a very famous D&D player. He posted this.
mentioning.
He posted this on Reddit, and this was an item that he used in one of his campaigns playing D&D. But it literally has no saving throw, and it is used as a free action. You put the ring on.
That's amazing.
What the fuck?
You put the ring on, flick them off as a free action, and they just get disadvantage for the next roll.
Shimmy, I don't know.
Good.
However, it's got limitations.
Right. In that case, Mayhem, I would ask when you have the time if you
Don't
would
fucking
send
ask me. Don't fucking ask me. Tony asked me if the shopkeeper had it, and I went, yeah, sure, fucking go for it.
So,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
so the
Wasn't that a
limitation
Bumble shop.
the limitations aren't that bad. It's not that bad at all. It's more of like the downside to the ring is that that essentially you can only use it so many times per free action.
Yeah.
So many times per day.
No, not per day. It's per interaction. So for example, if you're in combat, right, you use your free action to give them disadvantage, but it's only disadvantage on things that are spell based. So, like for example, if I cast a spell that requires you to roll a certain roll, like a con save, and I do the middle finger, I can do it then. But if I roll, say, like a spell that doesn't have like a saving throw on it, and I do the middle finger to you, it literally does not do anything. And you can only use it, I have to go look it back up, but I think you can use it up to 8 times per combat scenario.
That's not too bad.
And out of combat scenario is kind of the reverse of that. So you can use it on instances of which, like, for example, if you're having a conversation with a person and you're trying to persuade them to do something in your favor, you can then middle finger them. However, instead of 8 times, it goes down to 4 times.
Okay.
It's literally called the ring of the middle finger.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, I know.
That's essentially why I don't spam it, is because I can only use it so many times per instance.
Yeah.
But it is a really, really fun item to use because it literally changes the course of everything that you do.
Yeah, I just realized what fucking time is.
We're about to end this off, and we're about to end it off with the last bit of role play. So you got the ring. You watch the Ice Queen waves her hand over, and you see a portal. She says that portal will lead you home. It will lead you back to the school. When you get back, Val will be there, and she will have her book. So, I will see you all again soon. Be careful with the books. While I do know your strengths, these books are very powerful, and they could tempt you in ways that none of you are capable of dealing with, especially when you put them near each other. The closer that they are to each other, the stronger and more potent their magic becomes. So be careful with the books. Keep them hidden. Keep them safe.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Yes.
Secure, contain, protect.
Yes.
It's not where I was going with it, but yeah.
Now,
But am I wrong?
you may go.
You wouldn't happen to have a pair of random stones lying around, would you?
Yes, you see Zara's kick Zara through the portal.
Before Ilya steps through, she turns to Zaris and says, "You know, we find a bunch of paintings depicting life from your world." And she puts one leg through the portal. In fact, she puts her right leg, her right arm, and she's like sort of leaning out of the portal. Like she's going through it, but she's staying in this world just long enough to say this before she fucking dips. And as she dips, she says, "I heard you have a penchant for getting naked." Bye. And she is gone.
Oh my god.
So the moment you get your level up, you'll be rolling a saving throw. Cool, got it.
Oh god.
Allura is going to be a little bit more respectful with her exit.
Death
And
to the tidy whities.
She is thanking Zaris for the gifts, passing on the thanks to the rest of the crew, and respectfully leaving.
I actually hold on. I need to.
No, there's no coming back. You're rolling a saving throw.
I wasn't finished. I wasn't finished because I was going to follow this up with because Allura's not one to look a gift horse in the mouth.
As my character, as my character goes out the door, don't feel so blue about it.
Zara's going to poke his head back in. Any word on those stones?
Closes the portal on your face.
I cast message on Zaris. He just hears in his head, Viva la Nikki."
Oh my god.
All you hear as the portal closes is fucking children.
I mean, we are.
Really?
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm going to point out my gift horse joke was for the folks in VC, and Allura did not say that. Like,
Nope.
Allura was genuinely respectful leaving. The gift horse joke was for you fuckers.
Nay.
Nope. Any and all jokes said.
Are officially canon. Is that it? Yeah.
Yes.
You go through the portal, though.
There's no way Allura would have said that because Allura doesn't know about
none of you would have known any of that.
Exactly.
But I'm still gonna make Mayhem roll for his just to be a dick. Anyway, so
what am I rolling?
As you should.
Saving throw for your level up.
Each of you goes through the portal. And you make your way into the entrance of the school. It is roughly in the middle of the day, and you turn around and you look down the way and you see Val standing there looking half beaten up, looking like that she has had the roughest journey, and she looks like she's about ready to pass out at any given moment, like just absolutely just destroyed physically and mentally. She just waves at you, and that's where we're going to end the session.
So I see things went well.
Thank you guys so much for listening into this episode and the previous episodes before this. I hope that this story was enjoyable. I hope that my players enjoyed the little mini dungeon that they got to experience today, because I worked very hard on that. Probably one of my best works that I've done yet, and it's only going to get better from there.
Thanks, Bungie.
You're welcome. What? The next time we come back onto Adventuring High will be the story of how Val goes and with her siblings to go and find the next book, which I will go ahead and say that now. So currently our players have the Book of Wrath, the Book of Gluttony, and the Book of Pride. The next
Ugh,
book
fucking
in
pedals.
which they will find is the Book of Envy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody here now exactly where they're going.
The hell?
No. Well, in my head it is. But our friend Val and her 2 siblings are going to a very special island in Fedora.
I hate you so much.
What's that?
Don't worry, it's only an island that we were supposed to spend 3 weeks on, but we spent 9 fucking months.
Yep.
Context.
Let's just say it took a very long
Right.
time.
Okay.
So imagine wild magic as an island.
Ah.
Yeah, you know that D100 that you got to roll? I had to roll, Amy.
Yeah.
Make that an actual fucking landmass.
Ugh.
And make it 9 months long.
When it was only supposed to be 3 weeks.
God. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that is where they're going.
By the way, to you, it's hell.
3 weeks, 4 nearly TPKs, and a lot of interplayer arguments.
Technically speaking, you guys set foot in one of those rooms from that island tonight and didn't even know, except for Mayhem.
Yep. Can we just keep going?
So, thank you guys so much for listening. We will see you back in the next episode where we will journey to one of my best creations, the land of Fedora, and see the results of what happened after the events that transpired there thousands of years later. Good night, everybody.
Make sure you got your Dell phone.
Oh God. We're not even going to go there.
Whopper of an episode.
Make sure you got your pets spayed and neutered.
So I was keeping it together real well